Hello, everybody. Welcome back. After the long-awaited break, we are back with our second game, the NECC Valorant Losers Finals, St. Clair varsity team versus Northwood College. It's looking to be a very good match. I'm your host, Matthias, also known as Matthias,
Are you
joined
the
by
host?
Daniil Betterson McGee.
Yeah, that's me, and we've been here all day. You didn't see me earlier today because I was in the background of the show, but now we have Amanda holding on the fort in the back, and I'm up here to bring you guys some of the action we have today. And including action, we have our map pool ready to dive into for
There
our
it
game against
is.
Northwood University. We're starting with Bind. That is completely different than what Coach Owen said we'd be starting with. He was very confident on that, but
He was.
completely different. We're starting into Bind. On defense, we're going to Haven on attack next, and then for wrapping it up, in case we do go to a best of 3 here, in case we do go to game 3, we'll be going to Lotus on attack.
Yes, some very familiar maps that we haven't seen Bind in quite a while. I'm curious as to how the Saints will deal with that
Oh, yeah.
one. Haven, another classic map, going to be a good one, but we're going to go right into the game. Hopefully we don't see that game 3 be a quick 2-0, but I'm sure...
For the Saints, of course.
Well, for any team, really. You just want to get this over with. As soon as you drag it out longer and longer, your aim gets sloppy, you get a little bit more tired. So
Well, you're
I'm
not
sure
a player.
both teams are happy for a 2-0. But of course, whoever loses this game will be hoping for the game 3 on Lotus. Once again, we're here on attack here.
When it
On
comes-
Bind, we're on the defensive side.
When it comes to predictions, the only prediction I'm very confident in making is that the Saints will lose the pistol round. It's probably the one thing that they consistently do at all points of time. They even lost a pistol round against our academy team when they played against them on stage. But Instinct
maybe they'll
get
prove
the
you
first
wrong.
pick. Who knows? Who knows? But watch the Smiley go around the corner here. Another pick. Oh, Instinct getting another.
Spike down
Instinct with a
A.
3K. If he goes down now, though, Dip is going to take out Seth. And now it's just Smiley along with one other teammate. I'm going to guess that might be Giza or Caillou.
It's definitely Giza. Giza's usually the one playing Cypher.
Gotcha.
So they are moving on to site. They do have the enemy Soba very low. He has a spike. It looks like they're going to go for a little bit of a rotate situation. And this might be what they need to buy them some time and maybe reposition here. Dip is cruising, checking all his corners. But does he know that Giza's there to get him? He gets him with a quick headshot with the Sheriff. And now it's a 1v2 situation. Rip Benji has the spike and is cruising on over to B.
He's really cruising. You can see the cruise action in his knife play there. That's a smooth transmission.
Camera taken
He's
out.
going over. They want to get the A site cleared, but no, like you mentioned, Rip Benji
30
on his way to
seconds
B.
left.
30 seconds to plant. He's going to have plenty of time to do that, but the boys are sprinting
Spike
full
planted.
speed ahead. They want to meet him there, and they want to get the job done. Look for one tap. Not going to find it. Smiley's going to return the one tap himself. Giza's going to do 1.5, and I'm sure Smiley's going to get to
Cheers,
do
mate.
the other. Cheers, mate. We're heading to round 2.
Yeah,
Saints actually win a pistol round.
Wow, yeah, surprisingly winning a pistol round. I believe last time the Saints played Northwood University, last time I casted it at least, it was a 2-0 for St. Clair College. I believe they got 1-13-0 in there.
They did.
So,
There was an Odin
Yes.
4K, I believe.
There
I,
was.
I was in the back during that one, and I'll tell you, we were screaming. We have a motto in the back, showman first, or broadcasters first, fans second. That rule was broken for a second there. It went crazy, and maybe we'll see it again.
speaking of going crazy, I think Northwood might go crazy here if that happens to them again.
Oh,
so they're
yeah.
looking to close this one out,
Revealing
win this match. They invested quite a bit here buying Sheriffs, but not really going all in.
corner.
They're all walking around the corner. Caillou trying to find engagement, not going to find much. Flash is going to go out. Smiley finds one. Caillou finds the other, going to dash, perfect him. Spike is down. Cloudbursts are up as well. I think they took the spike, but Caillou going to get one last one before he gets sent back to God there. Now
Going for the
Elite going to go move over to A.
Rip Benji taking it up. That was a lot of bravery displayed by Caillou there. The way he dashed back into the corner instead of out of it. He wanted to fish for more. He had his teammate there to heal him up, but it didn't work out. Seth going to the
remaining.
cloud, finds one. Gotta find around the back. One, two, they just miss each other, but Seth, they know that they're there. Pulling at the pistol is faster than reloading, that's for sure. Smiley doesn't even need to reload there. Smiley's on the back end, able to pick up the kill.
A clean kill there. 1v4 situation. Not looking too good when you're already low health.
Yep.
All he had a pistol was to his name. But now, they did make that a very expensive round for the Saints. They're unable to buy some very good weapons, running 2 Sheriffs on their side. Meanwhile, Northwood University looking very good, buying full Vandals and a Phantom. Now this is their chance to fully commit to a site. Looks like they're going to commit over to B, gearing up for the B long push. Try and press that weapons advantage, play the long range.
Long range indeed, but let's get a little close range here as they're holding this choke point. It's a little similar play. We got Smiley holding on the fort as the rest of Northwood University is coming up. This corridor alley is going to find Instinct. That's a very valuable pickoff, not just because it's your raise, but it's also Instinct on your raise. You never want to have to play against that, but they find the pickoff. Smiley spots all of them around the corner. The bolt, the drone is going to be looking for something. Logan's going to bounce up, finds Saints, but they're thankfully covered up by the smoke. Smiley's going to take out Logan, but Darkus is going to take out Smiley. Now Giza finds Dip. Darkus trying to hold it up, but the cloud burst is up. They're going to shoot through it, but the ice is getting very heated up over here.
It's getting very heated up. Giza getting the judge shot is crazy here. Now it's all down to Benji. 1v3 situation. He does have a pretty good gun in his hand. That's a Phantom, but he's going to have to go up against Seft here. He's in hookah. He's trying to push. He doesn't quite know what to do. He's waiting for this cloud to go down, the smoke to go down so he can move in. Going to check the camera. I think they know where he is, but they have spiked down. They can just sit pretty and wait. Benji checking his corners, being very methodical. But now he's hopping up, and he gets taken out by Giza. They were all looking at him. They had an idea, and that's another round going over to the Saints. A 3-0 start.
I like that word, methodical. I think that perfectly describes that round for sure for the Saints. Northwood University, what's the antithesis of methodical? Crazy, hectic, uncontrolled, something along those lines. But the way they played that was one of those words, but definitely not a negative thing. Sometimes that's the kind of energy you need, and I think they brought it there. The Saints were just one step ahead of them.
They definitely were one step ahead, and now it looks like Northwood University is going to be 2 steps back to Sheriffs, back to those cheap weapons.
Back to the Wild West.
Exactly, we're all Wild West out here. The 6 shooters are shooting wild as they push through the showers, and now looks like Darkus is going to have a little showdown with Giza here. He's the one who has the Hero Vandal. He's going to try and make some work here, but he gets quickly shut down there. Dip getting taken up by Seth. Now Seth continued to watch showers. Giza still starting the showdown here, but he takes him out, and that's spiked down, and there's no one else to pick that one up. The entire team is on the other side of the map there, the other side of the push, and now it's all up to the Saints to hold this one down. And somehow Northwood University needs to find some way to scoop that one right up. Looks like Kai's watching showers. Rip Benji's gonna go for it. There's a tripwire right on it, and I think he hears them. He sees them. He knows they're there. He's pinging it for his team. He smells it. He's on the prowl. He's on the hunt. Logan trying to be very careful about this, and he's not gonna do it. I think he wants to catch them off guard. He wants to catch them looking the other direction. He's not gonna quite find it.
There's people something about the name Logan that you don't trust, especially around corners, especially when trying to get a peek and Seth. You didn't trust him. You found the pick off there. But now it's just a matter of crossing the line, crossing the border. Caillou, they don't have their passports. They're not going to want to go through there. No, sir. It's only trouble right around that
When there's 5 border guards, it's not going to be great. Flawless there from Caillou, taking out Ali. 4-0 start. Northwood University needs to get some footing here as the Saints are starting to gain a lot of momentum here. And once you're in that momentum, you don't want to be in a free fall if you're Northwood University.
Not at all, but at least try to cushion the fall. Right now, they're definitely free-falling economically, but these guns are going to be the cushions they hope to land on. If they could even find a couple of kills just to make sure that the Saints aren't just farming up the dollars, the dollar bills, then it's going to be worthwhile in their book. They at least want to find one round, though.
Yeah, they're looking to make this one the round that they get, as they invested a lot of money here. They don't want to have to lose a few more rounds. They lose this one. Caillou looking to go on the flank. The Saints now being a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more comfortable now they've won a 4-0 lead. There's the Sova ultimate coming out from Dip. He finds one in portals and he gets it. Giza going to take out Ali though. It's still a 4v4. Meanwhile, the entire enemy team flanks him, gets him through the wall.
Nice.
Instinct securing that kill. Caillou going to continue to lead the charge with his team. Darkus on the point. Rip Benji getting Giza. And it looks like Northwood might get site control very soon. They're going to pop the Cypher ult. They know where they are. One in the back. Logan's on the hunt. He's locking them down. Gets the headshot. And now the rest of the enemies are revealed. And now Northwood is looking to pick them all off. But it's not going to quite happen yet, as it looks like they're going to rotate over to B.
Rotations, rotations, rotations. It's what makes the world go round. Literally, Caillou could have found the triple collat headshot of all time. Not going to go his way, though. Sometimes the way the world rolls just doesn't roll in your favor, but Instinct gonna go for a repeat here. Gonna try to get it going in his favor. Slowly creeping around. The window is open. The breeze is smooth and calm, but it won't be for very long. Jumping up, trying not to make any noise, but they go for it. They pop him off and they take him down. Rip Benji with a 3K to end the round.
Rip Benji doing a lot of work there, getting kill after kill after kill, racking up the points on the scoreboard, and securing that ultimate for the team was huge. That secured them like 2 or 3 kills there. Just having that extra info from the Cypher All is such a major boon to the team. And now it is 4-1. We're about nearly a quarter way through. I believe this is the 6th round. So far, St. Clair College has taken a massive lead, and if Northwood can win another round or two, they'll have some solid footing going into the next quarter.
And solid footing is all you really need, you know. A foundation, a strong foundation is what makes a house stand the storm. And the Saints are bringing a storm in their wake. Logan wants to bring it right back. Giza is just holding the point here at the camera. They obviously can't see them through those walls, but if he holds there long enough, he might see them emerge from their cave. Seth holding this angle. Preparing some util here. They want to get through, and they want to get through cleanly, but they're holding the spot. They know something is up. It has to be. Giza going around Hookah, trying to find a rotation now, but it's not going to go exactly as smoothly as planned. Seth finds Dip. Maybe got a little bit too cocky there. Didn't see for sure.
Yeah, definitely. When you're playing slow, you know, you're trying to be more careful, but I feel like that leads to more mistakes. You don't move as fast. It's not that element of chaos and unpredictability on your side. And when you're playing on the attack, you definitely need that element. You got to send your opponents into disarray. But I think Northwood is just trying to find some perfect position here. They're going to use Ali's ult here. That's going to be beating them down on the site. Doesn't clear Hookah, though. Giza going to find one before the cloud goes down. And now here's the chaos that they need, but it's not working in their favor. Now they're down to a 3v5, not even getting a single pick for all these deaths. Rip Benji going to get one, though, on Instinct. That might be what they need, but it looks like they're going to rotate back over to A side as they've sent their soldier there. Oh, and Caillou misses the shot. Going to have to dash back onto the site. Almost gets taken out by the other enemy there. And now he's going to have to take out the Cypher. That's going to be the op down. There's 10 seconds left, and it looks like Northwood manages to get the point down.
But they find him.
3 out of 5.
He finds them, and now they're all falling down. Rip Benji with another 3K. He is definitely doing work for their team. And now Seth going to put down the molly, try and clear out some sites. And he's the last one standing. It's a 1v2 situation. They're both in U-Haul. It's going to be very, very tough for Seth to close this one out. Time ticking. He's going to have to make a move and make it soon. He's trying to bait them out. But the concussion's not going to be great. It's not going to connect. Seth, he's going to fake it, make them push. But he's running around. They know he's faking it. And now I think they think he's faking it again. He has to stop. Oh, and that's the ace from Rip Benji. And that's what you need. You need that more and more if you want to win this.
Hey, he dug in his pockets. He found all the change in the world, and he cashed it into the bank for a beautiful round. Going from losing 4 in a row to getting an ace after a successful buy round. Northwood University must feel on top of the world. The Saints now with empty pockets. They do it like the cartoons. They stick their hands in, pull it out, and it's drooping out on the floor. It's scraping along the pavement. They are really down and desperate. The Saints are going to have to dig together to find anything they can to turn this round into a victory.
Yeah, they're digging for gold here. They want to find the treasure here. Caillou does have an ult, but he gets taken out instantly. That's going to be a lot of money off the board. And now Northwood has the numbers advantage, and if they want, they could even pick up the op for themselves. Smiley and Instinct holding down A. Smiley still on B. Looking to rotate, going to send Giza over. Actually try and hold down that Showers a little bit longer. Seth is watching this one like a hawk. Darkest, though, can find an opening. Hoping that the Saints get a little bit overconfident and push once again, but it looks like Seth is watching this. Finds one, doesn't find the other. Going to go down, back to a 3v4. One-man advantage on Northwood. Can't keep getting those trades. Now the spike is still in Darkest's hands. Gonna get one ping there. The Cypher looking for the second. There's the breach ult. And wow, from up high, Giza gets a double and Instinct closes out Benji. And now it's a 1v2 situation and Giza with a 3K.
Oh man, Matthias. Like I said, the Saints are going to have to get digging to find what's inside to turn that round into a victory. And they dug all the way to China with that one. And they came out of the other side prepared. They came out strapped to the teeth. Nobody could even threaten them.
Yeah, but it seems like they almost had a collapse in that tunnel, though, as things did not look like it was going well for them there for a second. They were down a man consistently. It was a 3v4 situation. managed to turn it around with a few ults, a few double kills. I'm talking to you, Giza. Came in clutch, and now it's a 5v2. 7 rounds in, we're looking to make this 8.
You want to pick up the pace here. Yep, Caillou goes to peek, but he flashes back. Instinct's going to get the headshot onto Logan. That's one raise down at the hand of another, but now no raises left as Darkest takes out Instinct. They're going to be pushing right over to A site here. They're not going to slow down. Caillou coming out the corner, finds the one tap with the knife, going around, tries to find another. He does, but just one more, a couple more, finds it through Alley, and Smiley is going to get the 2 to finish off the round.
Thankfully, he gets out with his life there, who missed a couple knives, but, you know, after that sick 2K, you know, the nerves start to set in. You're like, am I going to wipe the whole enemy team? But
no.
Didn't quite happen there, but he got close, you know, and he had his teammate there to pick up the pace. Impressive nonetheless. That's what you need to see. And now we're going to be in a rough spot on the side of Northwood, having to opt to buy Sheriff's pistols back to the Wild West, like we said. We'll see if they can maybe clutch this one out with a thrifty.
You know, Matthias, I feel like the biggest false confidence in any game of all time is Jets knives. Once you get one, you're like, am I gonna get the ace? Am I gonna get the one-tap ace? But it never happens, unless you're Caillou, which it almost happens sometimes. But you know, even he has his blunders. But is it really a blunder?
It's really
to get
a blunder.
two? You know,
most ults only get 1 kill even.
You
so
know?
Getting 2, 3, even more.
It's not a blunder in my book. Trying to get the wall bangs. I feel like in a round like this, you kind of have to just throw caution to the wind and just try to find whatever you can. But Northwood, they're taking it a little bit slower, and I think that's going to be their saving grace here, because the Saints are going to be scrambling to try to find anything. Rip Benji finds Caillou, Dip finds Giza, and now this round is already working for them, taking out Smiley too. What more could you ask for? It's a birthday party for Northwood University, and now the cake just seems to be running away on the other side of the map, but they want to blow out their candles, and it's going to be up to Rip Benji to snuff it out.
One. This could be the start of something crazy here.
Would it be really that crazy? We're talking about Instinct after all. And crazy is nothing compared to what he's been pulling off in the past. But it would definitely be scary and surprising. There you go. Thrifty round for Northwood University. Took Sheriffs and a Dream, and they only lost 1, taking Saints another round off of them.
Yeah, another round going over to them. And if I was Northwood, I might even start to consider just to buy these pistols, because maybe it's not the fact that the Saints can't aim with pistols, you know, hit their shots. Maybe the pistol shots just hit like them, because they do lose pistol. They won this one. I'll give it to them. But I cannot believe Northwood did that. That's an amazing shot from them. They were down in every sense of the word, and they managed to bring it back. And now we have a real match on our hands. He's going to have to buy the Guardian. They're really low on money now. Uphill battle.
Ooh, he saw that, but if only he flicked a little bit more to the right. But how'd you know? You couldn't see anything, so I can't blame him for that at all. Darkest. Oh, Instinct's going to find Rip Benji other side of the map there in the mid corridors, but now jumping out of hookah. Giza knows it's coming, and he does not want to be anywhere near there. The drone's coming up. Not going to spot anybody just yet. They might hear it already. Forces them away from the cover. That's going to be able to spot at least 2. Giza is going to get the headshot onto Logan, though. With the gun ready, Giza is not going to find a mark. Ali and Darkest is going to get headshots to clear the point. Now it's open. They can just get planting. They're going to have rotations from Instinct +1 from Seth coming through to get this open. But the spike is inevitably going to go down soon. It's going to be on the Saints to push out.
It's all on them. They need to try and push onto this point. The spike is not down. They have visual on it. They're just going to plant that one. They fake it. They're just burning out the clock, which is strange. You want to do that once you have the spike down. Yeah. I think they're just playing for kills, playing for the nerves on the Saints. They're like, why aren't they planting? But it's down to Instinct once again. Go to Blast Pack. He knows where he is. He's going to get stunned out. He needs to be very careful here.
Does he know he's down there?
I don't think he knows.
I don't think so.
And now he's going to rotate over in Instinct. I don't know what's up with him.
Itchy,
he's
maybe.
taking a little breather there after that tense situation.
I would too.
He's going to rotate over to A, chase down the enemy.
100%, but he's going to get the spike down on the other site, but they are never going to have to meet each other as Instinct comes on the corridor. Very familiar situation. The Saints always needing to get these retakes, but now he's going to take his time. Darkest is just going to go the other side of the map, trying to catch Instinct from behind. It could work. Could be possible. Instinct might be going a little too slow for what's good for him, but now he doesn't even hear the defuse starting. He knows he still has a lot of time left. Instinct just playing so cautiously, but can you blame him? I can't. No. Now Dark is in the perfect position. There's absolutely nothing that Instinct can do to get this cleared. I don't believe he's gonna fake and now he's probably going to die at least to the spike going off, but it's just not going to work for him. He's at least going to
Gets
find the kill.
Will he get out through the TP? That's the question. Will he make it?
He
He does it! That's the thing. It's still lost. But hey, gotta live for those Indiana Jones moments, running from the explosion.
That was cool. Hey, you know what? This game's all right in my book now. If you could do stuff like that, then it works for me. But that was a very, very tight round from the Saints. Again, in a situation like that, it's very easy for us to look at it and be like, man, he should have just ran for it. Just go for the defuse.
He should just won there.
Yeah, you should have just won the round, dude. Like, what are you doing? Just win, right? But, again, you're playing against some of the best in collegiate esports, and I believe Northwood is, what, ranked first or second on the collegiate rankings since we last
Usually
saw?
up there.
Yeah.
I think they're usually first, at least in our area, you know, the usual tournaments that we play in. And I think they were #1 ranked. They were Team America in the Red Bull Campus Clutch, so they're one of the top teams of all time there. So, but of course, we did beat them before, and it looks like the Saints are looking to beat them again. They are still in the lead, only 2 points behind. Even if this is an 8-4 half, if they can start winning it here in this round and the next, they'll be off to an amazing start.
Yeah, but the point I was bringing up was in a situation where you're playing against some of the best players, some of the best schools, some of the best teams, and the best esports teams in the world, you're going to be a little bit careful, even if it's unnecessary, right? So after that round, maybe they might be reevaluating and thinking, okay, guys, let's pick up the pace. And I think that might be what both teams are saying. I feel like if both teams pick up the pace just a little bit more, I think we need to see some of those rush B moments just pouring out of the portals, pouring out of the corridors, and just throwing util and caution to the wind. I think both teams would benefit from a little bit more urgency.
Yes, it seems to work great on attack when you just throw them into complete chaos, complete disarray, and get the picks when they're down men on the points. Because right now there's only 2, so if you just send 5 at it, numbers advantage usually wins unless they can do something crazy here. He's going to get concussed out. All he has is a sheriff to his name. They are going a little bit faster here. Dip scoping in, playing very slowly. Just as he said they're going faster, they're going to go right back to being slow.
They push the brakes down. They don't want to over-rev their engine. Hit the red line. Darkest now. Trying to get for the flash. The drone is going to try spotting anybody out. Sees at least one over there. I think he spotted the other one on the right. The ultimate is going to get committed. They're trying to force him off the point, and it's succeeding. Seth not going to be able to do much there. He's concussed, and Northwood has made their way onto the site. The Seekers are coming out. Gonna gun them down. Gonna get the sonar dart out. He misses it once. He's gonna get it on the second try, but he just flips around the corner as if he had an aimbot on, but he's not gonna find his mark. Has moved over just perfect timing. Hopping around the corner, Darkest is gonna take down Smiley, and that's gonna take a round for Northwood University once again.
Last round before
now the question is this going to play out like the last game earlier today played out, where we go 6-6 in the half, and then one of the teams really finds their footing on attack or defense and propels themselves into the lead? I don't know. I'm very very nervous about this.
What I do know is the Saints will lose the pistol round after this.
Are you sure though? They won the last time. You jinxed it.
Let's make a bet live on air.
I bet that they will lose.
Okay, well then it's not a bet.
And we agree.
We agree, my friend. But Caillou looking to maybe prove us wrong, at least in this non-pistol round. And there's the chaos. You hear it all coming. Nowhere to run, indeed. Dip trying to find. He does find Smiley at the very
Northwood's
least.
down to 2. Sorry. In that chaos, they all fell down. They used an ultimate. It seemed like it was going their way, but that chaos seemed to turn right around and bite them.
Oh, Caillou. He has the high ground, and he's going to use it to his advantage. Rip Benji's going to go down. Dip now, the last man standing for Northwood University. At least has a spike, but Caillou standing on that high ground is just going to be the king of the hill. With 3 Ks, they take it over to the next half.
That was so unfortunate for Rip Benji. The smoke went down as soon as he took 1 step on that box. Just bad timing. Overall, the Saints up 2 points, looking to close this one out. If they manage to win this pistol round, it would be massive for them. They'd be able to be 4 points ahead, assuming they win the one after that. But we'll see what Northwood has on defense. I know a lot of people prefer defense.
This goes here. This goes here.
He's trying to get a weird one-way cage up there, so we can see the little boots of the enemies, and they can't really see you. I think that's what he's trying to do right there.
Well, after many unsuccessful attempts, he finally gets it. But in regards to unsuccessful attempts, maybe the Saints will be able to find a successful pistol round for once. We're not going to count the one that was previous. That one doesn't count as a fluke, okay?
You have to win both pistol rounds to really say that you're good at pistol rounds.
True.
So
You have to win 2 of them for it to matter. Rip Benji now, and Giza just doing their job. Everybody is kind of standing still. I think they're playing a little game of red light, green light. I don't think we have the mod that allows us to see the green light and the red light that the players see. So I'm just going to trust that. It's on a red light right now as everybody's kind of stopped moving and stood still.
Right here.
Scared for their lives. But once again, in these high stakes, high intensity, this is a losers finals in NECC. Both teams desperately want to make it to the grand finals. You don't want to be overconfident and rush things, and that causes you to lose your slot.
speaking of rush, there's 4 rushing hookah right now. All that there is Logan to stop it. Seth goes down, or takes one down. Ali gonna take out Seth. Caillou gonna get Ali. A little bit of a food chain going on there. Dark is gonna try and stop the push here. Gonna flash out Caillou. But Caillou has 20 HP still. Dip gonna take him down. Dip actually gonna get a 2K with the classic. Goes down to Smiley. The bullets are flying. It's complete chaos here. Dip gonna get the 3K. It's all done to Giza. He finds one, but goes down to the shock dart and the kill from Rip Benji. That's gonna be a pistol going over to Northwood. Looks like our bets have paid off.
Absolutely, we're gonna cash that into absolutely nobody, unless I don't know, whoever. I guess in this life of Monopoly we're playing, the banker would pay us out. But unfortunately, life doesn't work that way. We got 15 seconds. As I finish that, we're gonna be going to the next round. But after that, it's most likely the Saints are gonna be losing this one. But it was unlikely that they won the first pistol round. It's unlikely that they win the round after they lose a pistol round. But can the Saints pull 2 unlikely events in the same game, back to back? Who knows?
Who is to say? It's all up to Giza here. He's rushing, leading the charge. The aggro camera, the aggro cipher here.
Yeah.
He sees one. He knows there's one there. But he's using his camera there to get a little bit of a peek. Oh, Benji there holding showers with his teammate Seth. Right here in the midst of it in mid. Not going to find much. Just watching the flank. Darkest doing his job of holding down Hookah. That's where he was assigned a guard. It's going to be the Giza peeks him. And Darkest going to get a clean headshot on him. Twirl the knife in victory. Why don't you?
Just having a little bit of fun there. What's the point in having a cool knife if you can't twirl it? We're watching the portal now. Seth, he sees the tripwire. Pop it out. Pre-fire just in case someone
Can't
was
wall
waiting
bang
for
with
him
that
in the
gun.
corner. Not at all. It's like trying to throw wet tissue paper through a wall. Not gonna happen unless you're really big and green. But Instinct is looking big and green. Hulking bullets flying through Ali's head there. But just right back at ya. Darkest finds the 1 tap. Trying to find another. That's a 2 tap, but it still counts in my books. 3K for him. And that site is looking nice and clear for Northwood University. They don't have to fight too much. They push up. Kai's going to get shot from behind. Darkest is going to get the ace. Beautifully executed. And it's tying it up 7-7. It's got to be somebody's lucky number today.
Yeah, 7-7. These teams are just going so back and forth. But hey, some would just break it down to losing pistol round. This is where the real Valorant starts. Sort of, you know, because Northwood is still using the cheaper guns, the worst guns from losing so many players that round. Now the Saints, Vandals in hand, we'll see what they can truly cook up in this next coming round.
As we're cooking here, we're letting everything simmer. Darkest is going to pick up the ult orb 2 away from getting his ultimate. Very effective at clearing the point. Very scary for the Saints to try to push into it, but Instinct is going to go down to the Hall of Death. A lot of pre-firing going on. Flashbang is going to be flying out. But after that, after all the dust has settled, Saints are down 2, Northwood University is down 1. The Saints are going to have to reconvene and figure out how they want to reapproach this with the numbers being shuffled.
Logan being the only one watching this site right now, or this corner, this push. It looks like after the bullets fly, more are going to go in, but he walks right into Steph's bullets, and that might be what the Saints need to open up B site.
He baited the push there just by pre-firing with his teammate, and then as like, ooh, I know someone's here, I'm going to go get him. Just waited, and just popped him out. Now, Smiley doing a little bit of recon, but not going to spot anybody. Whether or not that's a good or bad thing in his eyes is yet to be seen. But now you know that there's at least one there. Rip Benji's going to have to hold it down. Getting ready. Smoke now, but they're pre-firing. They find him. Damage. Not sure if you could hear people's screams of pain in this one, but if they could, then they'd know exactly where he is.
I don't think they know exactly where he is, but they might see him now. He checked the camera at the wrong time. Giza actually checking the camera. Going to find one, and the spike is going to go down. Rip Benji still lurking on the site. Now making his move, making his appearance now
Last
with the frenzy, but
player
he's gonna get
standing.
caught up by 7. Now he's all down to Darkest. He got an ace last round. Can he just do a 3K to close this out? You got 5, well you get 3, but no. Seth gonna be the one to get 3.
Not a snowball's chance in hell for that one, but the Saints made it look easy. Northwood University being reminded that they are going to have to put some work in for this. They do finally have Darkest's ultimate. Whether or not they're going to use that to clear or try to hold on to it, just spend it as fast as they can to get everybody on the same page is yet to be seen. But as we're going into this next round, it looks like everybody's going to have some guns, armor. They're going to have a lot of toys to play with in this round, but somebody's going to have to be the bully and take the other person's toys.
Definitely. We're in a, it's like a schoolyard out here. Sure, it's a game, but we're here not just to play, we're here to win. Caillou gonna dash out into the cloud burst with the judge. He's gonna play close, he's gonna play fast, close out these close angles, hold down U-Haul with his life. No one's gonna be able to contest him there. With Benji, the only one watching this A site. We're gonna see the Sova ult come out from Northwood. Will they find anything? I think they tagged one, unable to close that one out. They're just trying to delay the plant enough for the rest of the team to follow in. Still 5v5. They do have a little bit of damage from the Sova ult. Caillou still confidently holding U-Haul, but if he's not able to back up the rest of his team, they're all gonna fall down here. Benji gonna get instinct there. Dip.
The right side,
Following.
Giza. Smiley and Steph going to be pushing on the left. It's a pincer attack, while Northwood University, they're all stacked up on site. Dip, looking around, trying to find a peek. Logan's going to take out Caillou, and that's massive for them. Going to go for the fake defuse. The ultimate is committed. Not going to find too much, but Smiley around the corner. Dip is going to get a headshot too now, taking out Steph. And that's going to be it. They're going to have all the time in the world to get the defuse, tying this one up to be 8-8.
8-8 is the scoreline. At this rate, we're gonna go into overtime here in our game 1. It's hard to believe these teams are so evenly matched. It's hard to believe the Saints did nearly have like a 5-0 lead on them at the start of this game.
I forgot about that.
And now they just need to try and find, either team needs to find a lead like that now, and that will close out the rest of the match, turning them game 1. But right now, no one's really got a significant advantage. Of course, Northwood is down in the way of guns once again, but that could quickly change. We've seen them win from worse guns just going in sheriff. They've decimated entire teams. So we'll see if they have a plan going into the next one.
As Northwood tries to push up, or sorry, as the Saints try to push up through this corridor, they find their way onto the site, but they're kind of splitting Northwood in half. Rip Benji gonna be stuck here, gonna have to try to retreat. Seth spots him up on his flash, so he decides to retreat. Dip now, Giza is gonna take out 2 there. Rip Benji's gonna find 1. Giza on his 3K, taking out the enemy Cypher with his own. Gonna use that to find the positions of the rest of Northwood.
One
He sees
enemy
one where
remaining.
he is, he likes where he is, and he's gonna go for the kill. He finds it, 4 kills for Giza, and they're gonna get the plant just for a little bit of extra play money.
Wow, what a play
Show me
from
where to go.
Giza there with the Guardian, landing every shot, getting the 3K, turning that into a 4K near the end, leaving the rest of his team just to clean up that last kill. And I can see Giza up there at the top of the kill leaderboard, 18-8 with 2 assists. That's what you want to see. And the rest of his team also doing very well, not to count out Northwood, 16-13. Not too far behind in kills, but in the way of deaths, it is not going their way. Their plans just have seemed to be foiled every single time. And now the Saints looking to carry a significant lead here.
Now Caillou's gonna be fighting for it with instinct, actually gonna steal the thunder for him there. I thought Caillou's gonna get that shot. Gonna be dashing up instinct. Now, oh, from cross range. Their range is just slightly bit better. They do have the rifles after all. Smiley and the crew gonna be rolling out towards B site. It looks like they're gonna be pushing up. Logan gonna be the only one standing there in his way. As they have a rotation coming out from his teammate. Seth now, util ready, throwing up the smokes. A site is going to be the goal for the Saints. Meeting Darkest on the other half. Seth is going to go down to the Sheriff 1-tap. They know where the spike is going to be planted thanks to that obvious cloud.
One enemy
They find the
remaining.
flash, and they're going to take out Darkest thanks to it. Now it's just a Logan. Nothing but a Sheriff in his hands and a dream in his heart, just like a real cowboy.
Cowboy has to land his shots though. There's only 6 in the
Quick
chamber,
draw.
4 left. He has to hit most of them here. Giza watching the top. Smiley's probably going to go in up top. He finds one, doesn't find the other. Going to get locked down there by Smiley. Another win for St. Clair College, and now they have a 2-point lead. It's been a while since we've seen any sense of a lead. It's been so back and forth.
Need equipment.
And now the Saints just need 3 wins, and that is going to be game 1 going over to them.
3-round wins away from victory. It sounds so little when you think about it or say it, but when you really get down to the nitty-gritty details, that's a lot of focus, a lot of effort, and a lot of planning to take 3 rounds against Northwood University. They've been making every inch feel like a mile to take for the Saints, but thankfully the Saints are marathon runners, and they have it in them to do it.
See the marathon runners pop the knives here as Kaio uses his ultimate. Dip trying to scout this one out. You're going to use the drone, but I think if that drone gets popped, that's going to be his cue to just dive all the way in. He sees it. Will he go in after it? Turns around, actually. Big TP from Northwood. Gets a double kill there. He's going to shut down one, but it's not going to be enough. Logan just going to pop that, try and punish anybody who tried to punish them. But it's not going to work out. Giza watching backline, knowing that they're not there. They're probably going to funnel back through showers.
Now, Instinct just holding it down, but Logan's going to hold him down harder, forcing him to the ground even. Seth trying for the rotation, but he's the last man standing. He has no choice but to retreat with the spike in hand. In fact, maybe he's going to fake the retreat, give Northwood University some false confidence, let them think that they have free reign, but they spot his gun. But it's not going to be that easy. He puts some bullets right in Dip's chest with 26 HP left. They find him through the recon, but he's concussed, hurt, wounded, damaged.
30 seconds
Any
left.
word in the thesaurus you could use to describe in pain and scared. He's going to go through the portal, and he's going to find Darkest waiting for him in the alleyway. Not who you want to see in the Dark Knight.
Yeah, that is awful. He got an ace. He's a top player on the side of Northwood, the Breach. We usually don't see that here on Bond, but it seems to be working out great for them. The Saints opting to go for the Jet instead of the Breach, and not picking this over either as their initiator. Seems to be working out for them, but you know, the Saints do have the showstopper on Instinct, and he might be able to get that game-winning pick for the team. Let's see what they got going here in the next round, round 20. We'll take
Seekers
it.
immediately use. They want to know where they are, and they want to know how they can kill them as efficiently as possible. But Instinct gonna go for the showstopper. He's gonna find Dip, but Rip Benji's gonna be getting a retaliatory kill, rather. Rip Benji trying to do his best. He sees the heat signature through thanks to the util, but Seth is gonna be safe in cover. He's gonna get the spike plant. Now it's just a matter of nature versus man. The dog is gonna lose, unfortunately, though. Both teams down 1 member. Things heating up at the point. Molly's picking up, flash coming out, and immediately Seth's gonna peek around the corner. Giza finding 2 now, 1 more to give himself another 3K, and no, just barely misses it. Ali finding now 2 headshots. It's like a torch being passed between the 2 of them. Now it's your chance to get a 3K, my son. I believe in you, Giza says as he goes down. Even though their opponents, the love of headshots is eternal and infinite, but Caillou is gonna find it for them.
Really distracted him there with the right click on the classic, just so he would look at him, be the little annoyance in his side. He was like, is he really shooting at me with a classic right now? Turns to him, and that gave him enough time for Caillou to sweep in there for the kill.
It's like the classic thing you see in a movie, like one guy taps him on the shoulder,
Yeah.
it's like, wham! You know?
Little
like
distraction.
Yeah.
But that's the place you need. You need to start bringing out that trickery when the
Bugs
scoreline.
Bunny stuff, you know?
Yeah, Looney Tunes tactics is what you need to win.
Let's see some Looney Tunes tactics, guys. I want to see them put down a carpet that leads to a bottomless hole, you know, and then put cheese on it and see who falls for it.
Who's gonna paint the fake tunnel in the wall that they walk through?
Yeah, make the portal. It's just
Wow, Ollie got a 2K with the
my!
ultimate. As we're talking about Looney Tunes tactics, that's gonna be far from that. That's gonna be an amazing play from them.
That's
Instinct gonna
Beethoven.
take one, yeah.
The opposite of Looney Tunes is Beethoven. It's as serious as it gets. Just like Instinct fighting the flick headshot. Caillou retaliation. Rip Benji is gonna take down Instinct though. Caillou versus 2. He wins these if you've ever seen him before. If you want to have any man there to be the one you believe in, he's your guy. Flash is gonna come out, getting a little bit of confidence, but it's not gonna be enough. Caillou holding it down, 11 bullets in the clip. He's just shooting them off just to get them. Back off, buddy. Back off. I'm holding my ground and I'm not afraid to shoot you.
Right there.
He is right there.
Is he really gonna peek this one? There's double peek.
He can't.
Don't do it.
He can't. He's doing
No.
it. He's doing it again. He knows. He's still doing it.
He just needs to run out the clock. There's only 30 seconds left. They need to still plan.
No.
He's very confident. He gets one. Will he get the other? Will he get? No, he won't. Caillou, what were you thinking there? He found one. That's when you back off.
It almost works, Matthias. Por favor. That was insane to think about. That almost happened.
I can't believe that almost worked. That was an I guess you have to take the gunfights when you can get them, but honestly, that if you find the pick, you get out, you take the pick, you play for the spike. It wasn't down. They didn't have much time left. Would have been a nail biter for sure, but
my nails are gone after that one. You can see the clippings. Thankfully, the fans at home, the Saints at home can't see the like disgusting pile of nail clippings.
anyways, back to the game. We're gonna see them put the nails on the chalkboard here as Caillou gets one. He's gonna move in here, dip. Gonna use that alt, find one on Instinct though, make it a 4v4 once again. The Saints can't get a break. And now Logan blast back Giza, but he's gonna take him out there. Yep, gonna find one. Giza's gonna find one right back. It's like a food chain, back and forth, always a bigger fish. And Smiley is fishing for these kills right now. He's going to the back line. Getting heals. Giza getting another kill, a triple kill now. And it's all down to Benji here. All he has is a judge. He's gonna run it down, play the close angles, and it just might work. He's gonna find one. Will he find another? No, Giza gonna get the 4K.
One round away, Matthias. One round away. A one jaw-dropping play away from victory, the Saints are. But again, Northwood University are no slouches. It's gonna be fighting tooth and nail. Nails seem to be a common theme today, but like I said, they're gonna have to fight for everything to get this one.
Speaking of nails, this one might be the nail in the coffin for Northwood University, sending them into, they need to win the next game, you know, back against the walls, and the Saints will be looking very good. But hey, they're only 3 rounds away from closing it out themselves. So let's see it. Let's see them win this one, bring this to OT, bring this a little bit further, or let's see the Saints really show what they have and prove their dominance here.
Oh yeah, I want to see that too, but we're not going to see much right now. The flash, whew, suddenly there's lights, and now chaos is born. Caillou up to his usual antics, but it's going to get put down. Benji was there to put him down. Smiley's going to get put down as well. Instinct, and now he's going to find 2. Dark is going to find Giza. This is the fastest round of all time, immediately taking us to a victory, a swift one for Northwood University.
And that was a pretty thrifty round for them. Looks like we're going to be going to an overtime as the Saints have no money. And unless they can do what Northwood just did right back to them, it's going to be a long overtime. This has been so back and forth. No one really securing much of a lead. The Saints had a lead, but as quickly as they gained it, it slipped away. So Northwood, a lot of pressure is on them right now. This is just one round. One round they need will either make it or break it. Dips will be the one to fire the first shot. It's going to be a recon dart, and it's not going to find anything as they're pushing over on A. Giza watching the camera. Instinct using the showstopper. Doesn't fire it off and gets caught out. Gets stuck in the cage. Benji, big pick right off the bat.
Caillou, you have to know. I don't know why you would, but you just have to. Shotgun
He has a
versus
feeling.
shotgun. Just do it. There's no reason not to, man. Come on. He's going to blow it. Opportunity gone. The drone's going to go through, but now he didn't see him.
He didn't see it, but he got the bolt. He got the bolt.
What just happened? And he just turned around the corner and starts popping shots off. Caillou's finally going to go down. Should have happened a lot longer ago. But they find the drones again. Giza on the site. A lot of Utah coming out. They're just pouring off the other side. Giza's at least going to find one before he goes out himself. Dip going to get clapped through the wall, or wall bang rather. Smiley finds one, but no siree. That's going to be Northwood University taking us to an OT on map 1.
Yes, we're seeing an overtime. It's been a while since we've seen one of these. We'll see who closes it out quicker. And now they'll be back and forth. Who will be the true master of attack and defense? That's the name of the game now. The Saints are going to be starting on defense once again. We'll see Northwood will perfect their attack, use the chaos to their advantage, or will the Saints squash that dream and have to do the attack themselves?
I think squashing should be the Saints' national word. I think that should just be our official word.
Our official
Squash.
vegetable.
Huh?
Our official vegetable, squash.
You know what? I'll vote for that, if ever given the opportunity. But I also vote for a heart-stopping overtime game. We have 5 seconds to see if that's going to be the case.
Let's get set up.
Let's get started, as he says.
Time is counting down. This is it, right before the action starts. It's showtime now. Giza gonna send out the camera, lights, camera, action. There's a recon dart. Giza gonna take down that shock dart, and now he's gonna get concussed out. It looks like they're gonna flood over to B, carry the spike down, plant it for victory. And now Dip is gonna be one guarding here, trying to get into this B exchange here, the elbow. This is the tough part to push through. There's a little one-way smoke. It's going to go down. That'll be enough time trying to bait out the shots, trying to get any information that they can, but they're not going to find it as the Saints are just bunkered down here in this little crate. With Dark is prepping the flash.
Prepping it indeed. We have a moment of calm, a moment of
Reflection.
respite. Get to think about your lives, think about your action, think about who your enemy is and why they're your enemy. But it's going to be broken by something soon, and it's going to be broken by Logan breaking Caillou's skull with a shot to the head. Now, Instinct holding the angle down alongside Giza. They know something's coming. They're just not sure what and when. Taking out the drone immediately, and that's going to spark retaliation. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Don't shoot the messenger, they said. And they shot it. All I shoot is messengers, they say in response. Darkness now trying to find something, but it's not going to work. They're going to just go for the rotation now, pushing for A. And all you're going to see there, Smiley and Seth trying to get over as fast as they can. Using something after the smoke is going to go down. The concussion dog is running. That's something you said earlier. It made me laugh a lot. Concussion dog is running out now. Bouncing out through the bounce pad. Spike area is going to go down. The Saints are holding it down. Nothing to fear. Logan is going to take out Seth now, though. Smiley strafing is going to find a beautiful headshot. Ali and Giza getting some kills, raking them. Rip Benji is going to be taking down Giza. Now it's just Instinct. The spike went down through all that chaos, but they both have a sliver of HP left.
He has a boombot. That would kill them if that makes it to them. Instinct gonna try and use his instincts here, but they might be screwing around. He finds one, has to reload, he gets it. He's gonna go for the defuse, get it half, and then probably go for it. Or maybe pros don't fake. He hears it, it's halved. He has a lot of time to play with now. Boombot gonna go out. He sees the other one, and Instinct closes it out. What a chaotic end to that round, clutching it out. Instinct battling against the odds, bringing us to 13-12. Now the Saints, they just have to win one attack here.
I really respect how they attempted to pick him out there. They said it's a 2v1, but we're basically half a health bar on a good day. What we're going to do is they had each other in the same spot. One of them peeked out to at least give information on where Instinct was, and then hopefully Instinct was going to get confident there and then stick with it. But
I wonder how that conversation went. Like, you want to go out there? No. You
Not
want to
me.
go out there? Do a coin toss, decide who goes out there. Pulled the straw. Looks like Silva pulled the short straw there, but looks like he's pulling out a dart now, scanning out mid. Instinct and Caillou and the team are looking to push the showers. Dip here gonna be the one to hold this one down. He always hits those drone shots every time. He's so clean with it. Gonna spray down that corner. He's not gonna find much. Giza just being patient with the cam, getting the info. Not gonna be able to do much.
Here.
and like I said, that play earlier, still sticking in my head. They wanted to see if they can get Instinct out of cover, and usually in an intense situation like that, you get your kill, you flick around to find something else, but they were coming out one after the other, but he stood where he was and went immediately back into cover. So very well played by Instinct and Northwood University. The Saints are going to have to try to pull something out like that again if they have any hopes of this round. They're going to get the concussion dog to come out.
He jumped over the rope.
Wire. A well-trained one this one is, but they spot out Caillou. Dip is going to be in his crosshairs now. Gonna do a little bit of damage, but the smoke isn't gonna be protected with Benji. Gonna go for their own now. As Instinct is on the point, not for long. Seth is gonna take out Dip thanks to the Molly Flames. Rip Benji, and now Caillou we're looking at here, finding his mark on Ali with the last bullet before he goes behind cover. Rip Benji's gonna get the wall bang headshot onto Smiley, just narrowly getting the kill. The spike is down for the Saints. Now Northwood University with 2, or rather 1.25 teammates left against the Saints 3. Almost gets a wall bang shot through that would have been an insane kill. A huge morale defeater, but Seth on the back line there. Caillou and Logan. This Caillou's going to take out Logan, and Caillou's going to take out the last man for Northwood University, getting a 3K to end the game. An insanely well-played, tight overtime from the Saints.
Yeah, those teams were right evenly matched there, neck and neck. You couldn't have guessed who was going to win. It all came down to a few clutch scenarios from Instinct and Giza, giving them the edge there. But the rest of Northwood University played very, very well. They're so coordinated, so tightly grouped together there that it was hard to get any sense of a lead against them. But that's going to be game 1 going over to St. Clair College. Overall, what are your thoughts on that game?
Well, first of all, I'm not surprised to see Instinct at the top of the leaderboard there. Really well played. I thought I would have seen Darkest higher, but I think it was Giza and Instinct at the top for the Saints. I thought I would have seen Darkest higher, but I think it was one of his teammates that ended up making it up. Didn't get to look at the scoreboard for too long, but we don't have to look at the scoreboard because that's reflecting on the past. We want to be looking at the future of Game 2. Do you remember what map was next?
I believe it was Haven. You're right. Haven. I think it was Haven on attack, but we'll see whether it's attack or defense. Once we get to that, we're going to throw it to a quick break. We'll be right back with Game 2. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game 2, St. Clair College Varsity versus Northwood University. In the first half, it was a nail-biter, really close game. And now we're here in Game 2. It was 14-12. I'm Matthias, joined by Daniil. How's it going?
I mean, you could have called me anything there, because what I was doing was a little embarrassing. I would have preferred if you didn't call me by my actual name, but you know what? I am Daniil. I am Daniil Betterson McGee Brown, and we're going to be going into the next game, because, like you mentioned, it was a bit of a nail-biter, as I demonstrated. It's just there. We cleaned up the nail dust that I left from the previous series, about 5 seconds on the clock. Tell me what you're looking at.
We're looking at Smiley on Breach, Instinct on Jet, Giza on the Killjoy, Seth on Omen, Caillou once again on the Sova, and on the enemy team for Northwood University, we have Ali on Omen, Dip on Sova, Darkest on Breach once again, Logan opting for the Jet this time, and a Rip Benji on Killjoy. Going into Haven, St. Clair starting on attack. They have all the options open to them. A 3-point map will be great for them. So many more options, so many more rotations, but all the more points you have to defend once you get that spike down. So it's who really knows what's going to happen.
I know what's going to happen. The Saints are going to lose a pistol round.
They haven't yet, have they?
Yeah, they have. They lost the second one.
Oh, you're right.
You're
They
right.
did lose the second
Yeah,
one.
you
Wait.
are right.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
They lost the second one.
All right.
So I'm right.
So we'll see if they win the third one. Maybe they only win on odd rounds. Maybe that's the key to their victory. Just
I
inconsistent.
was
They have
about
some
to
weird
say,
curse.
is it too odd? And then I realized that
Placing
would have been
swamp
a
grenade.
career-ending mistake.
Out of charges.
Yes, you would have been
Placing
fired from
swamp
your
grenade.
casting position for not being able to
To
do
do
the
math.
math.
You know, that was unacceptable. You
That was
can't- come on.
unacceptable. You need a.
Unacceptable.
But you know what is acceptable? These
round
buys. We're seeing a classic from all around from the side of Northwood. They're going to go for the full save.
I hear gunshots
Opt for some
already.
Util, gunshots flying out, dashing
Flying.
on the side, but paranoid. Benji's gonna get the one on instinct, and now Saints are gonna opt to roll over to A and try and get in on that site.
Yeah, the guy died when we sent him over to C. Let's go somewhere else. You know, somewhere where we won't die. Most likely. Caillou is actually going to die again. So now where do you go? Well, that was technically on B site. So A is still clean. It's still safe.
One enemy
but
remaining.
now we're losing
Flawless.
bodies by the second. And your hypothesis has just gone out the window because they lost round
I have
one.
survived
pistol
more
round.
than they could
Maybe it's
ever
every
see.
second round, but it's gonna be a while before we see if that hypothesis is true. Now we're just going into the second round. It looks like Northwood opting to buy some more expensive guns. One Vandal, one Frenzy, one Phantom, one Stinger. It is all across the board here. And now we're seeing the double Stinger, 2 rifles, 3 rifles rather. Now 3 seconds left on the clock.
3 seconds until the mayhem begins. But now
Revealing
Dip
area.
is going to try to get the survey done, picking up the alt orb as well. The Saints are trying to make a push towards B, it looks like. But again, you have to be careful. It is open
Scanning
right
ahead.
now, but thanks to it being in the middle of both sites, that can change at the flick of a switch. I always mess up that phrase, but I got it right that time. That's all that counts. Logan holding down this corridor now.
Yeah, the Saints really have the odds stacked against them there. They don't really have much in the way of range aside from this Marshall held by instinct. He's watching C long. I'm unable to find anything though. The rest of them are going to funnel in onto site. Giza, the sheriff to his name, can have to go up against this Stinger. It's going to be very hit up. 1 kill for Rip Benji, and he gets a lot of util there. We're going to come back to Giza. He's going to fall to Ali. Now you're going to get 1 in return, 2 in return, and that's going to be C opened up for the Saints. But Duck is going to find 1. Caillou going to get a 3K with the Sheriff. And now they have Spike in control. It's a 2v2. It's going to be Sova v Sova, Jet against Jet. The mirror match of the century.
Tag
Here
team
it is,
battle.
over on C. They just need to get the plant down. Looks like Caillou's going to commit to it. Dip
30 seconds left.
going in from behind. He's
Spike
trying to
planted.
find an opening.
Huge for the Saints to win.
It's a body shot. Doesn't get the kill confirmed. Dip going to get 1.
Caillou getting the ace to win round 2 after losing pistols. It is unbelievable what these people are doing on this battlefield.
Wow, what an amazing showcase indeed. Wow, you never expect that. It's
I
just
love how you
out
say
of
wow.
nowhere.
It always tickles me. But what tickles me harder, again, is watching the Saints play so scary good. I'm tickled to my core, Matthias.
Yeah, it must be tickle torture out here because they're just playing so great right now. Nothing on the board. We're back in the buy phase, buying rifles already. We're at some expensive guns here. Seth moving in on the site. Looks like they're committing to B, or A rather. Gonna use the paranoia. Gonna paralyze them there into the smoke. Gonna spray them down. Doesn't find much though. They're hiding behind the crates. They have sheriffs. Wild West once again. They're gonna find one. Not gonna find much though. They know where he is. Gonna fake the TP, but they're still gonna commit to A.
There's much to say situation like this, but now we have a lot to talk about. A lot of bodies dropping. Seth going down. He's the last one to fall after we just lose 5 players. We're down to a 3v2. The Saints down 1 to Northwood's 3. Now, Caillou. They're trying to recoup. They have the spike in possession. They were able to pick it back up. It's just a matter of extracting, pulling out of here, or committing fully to the A push. And what they're going to do now is going to fall in the hands of Caillou, the IGL. He's going to have to make a call one way or the other, and the Saints will just have to follow their courageous leader. It's still going to be scary, no matter what, though.
It's a 3v2 for the
30
Saints.
seconds
It's not
left.
going to be great. It's going to be an uphill battle as he moves for the uphill engagement. Going to go for the marshal shot. He whiffs it. Rip Bench going to have to retreat, putting down the turret, trying to buy some time. Caillou really committing over here to this A site. 2 of them are very, very low. Just 1 shot. It's more like 1 1/3 of the players, but too many guns to count. Caillou going to find 1. Caillou going to get 2. There's 1 left. He's 1 shot. He lands 1 bullet. He gets it. And Caillou clutching out the round once again. The 3K champ. I can barely believe it. And now the Saints finally have the lead here.
When you look that guy in the eyes when he's walking through the hallways, you don't see the eyes of a cold-blooded killer. You know what? Never mind. He does have the eyes of a cold-blooded killer. I take it back. He just looks so chill all the time. But when he gets in game, it's like an animal is unleashed. It's like that picture of the kid, like, in the real world, you may call me loser, but in the real game world, you are loser.
I am Sova.
I am Sova and Sky, the guys I see him on all the time. It's just, he got an ace in the first round they won, and then he's going to get a 3K in the follow-up. Who knows what he's going to do next? I don't.
It's anyone's guess here, but I'm guessing they're going to push this garage with all the util they're spending. Going to press the concussion. Rip Benji in the corner. Going to find 1 to get a tread out. And he says, I am the hunter. He's going to get something here. Dip does not find much, though, as Sep and Caillou just roll through this garage. And now that seems to be where all the battles are happening.
Uh-oh, guess
now
they're still alive, though.
Caillou.
Yes, and he's ult too. He could do something real spooky here, but the thing about Sova's ult is it is usually best paired up at the start of the round as well as with util, where you can really kind of predict people's positions. But it's also highly effective in those round end scenarios.
HP.
He is just his ultimate at this point. He's just gonna sit on the
Spike
one end of the
planted.
map and just
Waiting
wait
and
to use his
spawn.
ultimate. He is. He's gonna just stay alive.
Oh,
and use
does
his
Logan
ultimate.
know? Does he know?
Oh,
Does he
no.
know? Kai's gonna see it, he gets him! And now it's a 1v3 situation! Dip, spending the ult, really wants to win this one. He committed so much, but it's not gonna go his way. Smiley cleans that one up, and now Saints are up 3-1.
I can't wait to look at the scoreboard. He has 8 kills now, right? He has 10.
10. Oh my
I forgot
gosh.
about the pistol round. He probably got kills in there too. So he's got 10 to 1-0. He has more kills than his whole team combined. I can do math, believe it or not. And he also has more kills than at least the top 2 of Northwood University combined. Not to turn this into a Caillou fest, but it is remarkable to see what we've been seeing so far.
Yeah, Caillou is popping off. You're smiling. Not too far behind on the way of ults, just 3 points needed for that breach ult, that game-changing ult. And now Northwood, they need to recollect themselves. They need to figure out what they can do here. And it looks like they're only going to send 1 to guard B. That's going to be tough. No one is guarding garage. They're all committing for the wide push. They're expecting Saints to do a split push, but I think they're just going to send it right down B, and it's not going to look great.
Not going to look great indeed. But sometimes the things that don't look great are often the most healthy for you. Exhibit A, broccoli. Okay. Actually, you know, broccoli looks kind of cool. I
It
can't
does.
say
It looks
that.
like tiny trees. You feel like a giant when you're eating them. That's
You
how,
say that every time I mention broccoli to you.
Do I? Have I said
think
that
so.
before?
I don't know if I've ever
I just,
mentioned
I'm tall, so I have that look of a giant who eats trees. So.
I don't assume that all giants eat trees. Some of them eat people, you know.
Right there.
Not me. I'm a vegetarian.
I'm just gonna
But
keep looking at
Kai-
you until you break down after saying that.
I'm not gonna break down ever. Never
believe
back
you.
down.
Never giving up. No, I forgot the what's it called?
You
Street
get
Fighter 6 rap?
copyrighted.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Thank
But
you.
anyways, we're back in the round, stalled out that timer. But here we are.
I never
Caillou's
break it
committing
down.
here. Gonna send out the recon dart and not gonna find much else.
For my city, for my town. I'm joking. All right, we're going to be going into this round. There looks to be making a beeline for B-side. Instinct dashing right in. If only he had a little bit more hindsight to see Darkest behind that wall. Smiley mowing down absolutely nothing over there. He's going to get for the flash. Logan waiting in this darkness with the ultimate ready. It's going to fade away before he can do anything with it. Now he has to hold a gun like one of us normal people. Not going to be able to use floating knives. It's just going to be a matter. Oh, no, it's still there. Still there. What was fading away was his dash. My mistake!
Just
Darkest!
like Caillou's life is gonna be fading away after Darkest shuts him down. Now that's the biggest player out of the game here. 3v5. St. Clair, they have their backs up against the wall. Benji has some util, but it's not gonna be enough to get them onto site. A little bit more defensive plays are gonna be in order here.
The order must be broken. Chaos is where we strive. Ali finding 2 body shots with the Marshal to take down Giza. It's not looking great for the Saints. Just 2 left, but
30
they are
seconds
on
left.
a site. Smiley should be looking to plant the spike soon, but they're going to have to plant it in a position that's very favorable for them to hold with just 2 members. They find it, and they're going to drop the smoke to make his escape a little bit more palatable. He's going to be hiding underneath in hell. Logan with the knives is going to find Smiley, and it's just going to be up to Seth to hold it down, and it might not be impossible, but Darkest coming from behind with the headshot's going to take him out in the back of the skull. It's going to be around Northwood University.
Amazing round, and we're still at the beginning of this. A thrifty round is amazing though from Northwood. That's what you expect from one of the top teams. But they're gonna even these rounds up soon. They're looking to even them up with this next round. 3-2, looking to make that 3-3. And with how the rounds went last time, I think we're going to see a similar situation.
Oh, Matthias, that is an utter certainty at this point. I think we're going to be going to, if you ask me right now, let's make our predictions. Let's officiate it. I'm saying we're going to go to another overtime. And secondary prediction, if we're not going to another overtime, Northwood's at least going to get 10, and Saints are going to get their 13. That's my prediction.
Let's see if your crystal ball is polished and accurate here as we see the recon dart go over the garage, clear that one out. Seth going to go on the major flank, and Ali trying to hold everything down here, but there's too many things to keep track of. Instinct takes him out. And while they clear that corner, he's going to dash on the site through the cloudburst. Salt Smiley gets 1, and that's going to be C clear, clean shot. And now Seth is going to have to hold a backside with the rest of the team.
I'm a simple man, Matthias. I see flicks, I scream. They're probably my favorite part in any tactical shooter when your crosshair just right on somebody's head. But the Saints, all 5 of them up and healthy, they're going to get the plant. Northwood University just going to retreat back to spawn and try to hold out to save their guns because, again, the economy is more important than your lives in certain situations or more important than the round count even. So they're just going to try to save. Maybe get 1 pick off with Darkest here. Not gonna get too brave, too overzealous. Just gonna see what they can find. Not gonna find anything though. Darkest making his way onto site. See if he can get a pick off long range. Finds 1, finds 2! Smiley's finally gonna put him down. Seems to be a smart play. His gun wasn't that great anyways. He probably had the most money on his team as well. Just gonna use his life to take down some of the money for the Saints, and they were not expecting that.
Great play from Northwood University, evening up the scoreline a little bit more, but on the point line, they are still down 2. Saints winning a really one that you would definitely want to win. But it looks like Northwood still has money to keep up with the best of the best. Meanwhile, Instinct opting to save all his money because I spy with my little eye. He has his ultimate ready. He's going to pop the jet blades, probably try and get some picks very soon into this match.
Get out of my way. Actually, you want people in your way, but they have nowhere to run now as the barrels are fists are in the barrel trying to get shot, but they're going to be able to dodge all the shots. Uncharacteristics of fish in a barrel. Now Dark is going to try to get the flash. He's going to use the ult to just force everybody back a little bit. Throwing it up. Seth is going to have to TP into safety. They're only taking a little bit of damage. Kai fighting 2 now. Smiley's going to get down as well as Kai. Seth finding the pick off onto Darkest, their biggest obstacle in taking the A site.
Yes, the paranoia gets him a little bit paranoid there. He's
Last
dodging up
player
and down. Ollie gonna get one, and now it's just down to Seth here. Already using all of his util. He only has one smoke left to his name. Meanwhile, the other Omen's trying to go up the backside, try and get the kill. He's just gonna play for picks, wait for that smoke to go down. The other Omen's gonna place the smoke, and Seth's like, where'd that smoke come from? Where is he? And I think he has an idea of where he could be.
Idea is going to become a lot more evident as this timer ticks a little bit down, but it looks like Seth wants to actually escape through here. He's picking the route, no, turning right back around. He was picking the
30
route
seconds
that
left.
Cover going out. Actually, but he's going to drop the smoke now. He's just going to hard commit for the plant. But they are probably going to try to fire him
planted.
down, but they're not going to get there in time. Spike has been planted. He's looking around the corner, finds
remaining.
Logan. But he just has to have patience! Never mind! Why be patient when you have the nerves of a demigod getting a 3K to end out the round and clutch it for his team?
I think we were both wondering there. What's he doing? Is he rotating? Why is he clearing this out? I think he was just being so thorough, narrowing down all his options, checking heaven. He was crossing the places off his list of where they could be.
He was checking corners that he wasn't even going through. That's how you know this guy takes this seriously. You always say check your corners. You see those blunders. People go through. They don't look behind. They get shot. This guy is checking corners so far beyond his area of operation. He does not want anything to go wrong. And it paid off.
Wow, Kai getting a little bit of a dink there from mid. Already taking some damage. Losing most of his armor. That's going to be a rough way to start the match. Now, they're going to send the alarm bot. They know there's some coming mid. But will they be able to get on the site before that happens? But that Molly's going to delay them. Benji just going to play very safe here, back here. Just deploy the util dip. Going to launch some shock arrows blindly and hope they hit. He knows they like playing default. He's going to try and hit them. I don't think he did, but the lockdown's going to come out from the enemy Killjoy. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to contest that.
Not at all. The only way they can contest it is with a flight of feet, and they're going to sprint out to greener pastures. But those greener pastures are going to have men with guns pointing at them, so maybe they're not going to have it too eager. Instinct is going to lose his life trying to flee into the fields. The Saints are going to turn their attention back to A site. If you're asking me, that's a little too buyer's remorsey. It feels like they kind of bit off a piece of it. Might as well just keep going. I think a rotation is a little bit called for here, but if you're confident like the Saints are, why rotate?
Exactly.
30
If you
seconds
just
left.
fully commit. You just need to get one double kill, and then the score is even. Looks like Kai going to fall down, though. Drip Benji going to be the one to get to the double. Continue to widen the gap, and now Northwood has gotten some footing here, upgrading a lot of guns for the team, and securing a lot of money. Point line 5-3. Only a little bit more before we flip over to the next half. 5 more rounds, I believe. 4.
Saints. That was funny. It's just he said 4. But getting sidetracked a little bit there. The Saints are, you know, their backs are on the ropes. If they lose this round, it's going to be a poverty round. It would likely take us to 5-5 since they're going to have to do a thrifty against Northwood if they lose this one. But with everything even in the guns department, they're just going to have to clear that out of their mind and just go into this confident like it's any other round.
And no guns. They do have Omen all, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward here. Dip trying to get an engagement there in the mid, not going to find it. He's going to have to rotate back. And meanwhile, the rest of the team is opting to push towards A. Kai, who is going to use the drone, scout out every little area he can find his target. Now he knows the enemy Sova is here in B. While the rest of the team committing to the rest of the split push. Opting into a garage. Ollie shuts that one down with the smoke. And now they're being funneled in, corralled into C. All their options are running out. I think Northwood believes they're going A though, but with Logan getting the pick over on C, they're going to go right back, rotate over to C, and try and take out the rest of the Saints.
Instinct now is rotating to the garage there. Ali's gonna TP, has no choice but to do it. Scatter is gonna be requested, and they're not gonna comply. They're gonna hold their ground. The Saints want to take down C. Seth is a living indication of such, taking down Logan. Smiley taking out Dip, and Instinct taking out Darkest. Evening things up a little bit. Instinct taking down one more in Ali, and now they're gonna make a beeline for C. You're going to be spraying through the smoke, almost going to pay off there. but just a little bit off the mark. Molly's going to force him off the point for a little bit, but they're going to go right back to planting. Seth is going to be hiding around this box. They're holding all the
Spike
angles that they
planted.
need, and it's going to be looking to be successful for the Saints. And as it is, Instinct picks up a 3K to round this out. A lot of 3Ks, round and then 3Ks I'm seeing this series. What's up with that?
It's just the lucky number, it seems. You know, you get a 1 kill and then a double. Seems how that just kind of stacks
Or a
up.
double and then 1.
Could be either a combination or just 3 singles all in a line.
Less likely.
However you want to divide it up. A lot of math today, I'm going to point out.
A lot of math. I don't like
Very
it, not a fan.
analytical.
Well, I mean, that's what we're here for. We're to analyze.
We're analyzing everything down to the
I'm an
mathematical
analyst.
level,
Right there.
getting down
Right there.
to brass tacks, but
Molecular
now
level.
we're getting down to the 9th round, 10th round rather.
Nice.
Here.
You have to do math to figure that one out.
Math is the key to everything. That's what my math teachers would say, and I hope I paid attention in math class, because you gotta get the right trajectory on these bullets here.
Ooh.
As Caillou is scouting the drone, getting a few picks, not gonna find much, getting some much needed info, however. You know, Logan is looking to go around back and find some people.
Speaking of math, isosceles triangle. That's it. Just
That
wanted to
is
say
it.
that.
And that triangle could be key. You want it might be pointing in the right direction,
Right.
and that
Oh.
direction is going to be B as they move in. They go through garage. A trade comes out from Caillou. Dip going to use the ult. He finds one on Caillou, shutting down the big player. And now it's a 3v4 situation. Giza going to find one. Seth is going to try and move on the site as well. Ali going to get a double kill, and now it's down to 1. It's just Giza versus the world. His whole world has been shattered, though, as he has no more teammates. Logan finds 1 kill. It's a 1v2. One of them's low, so he does have a chance. Ali is the one to take down.
30 seconds left.
Gonna pump the lock, then he peeks the corner, and Ali gets him in record time. 4-6. The rounds are getting so high up there. That means we're gonna switch very, very soon. Only 2 more rounds left with these sides.
I gotta say, having white hair there for Logan did not help him survive that situation. It's like, maybe if Jet was a brunette, would have blended in a little bit better with the background, but stuck out like a sore thumb. He got that headshot like it was nothing. Very impressive, though, regardless. And now, as we're moving on to the 11th round, which I remember because you said we were going to the 10th, we're going to have to see how the Saints are going to pull this together. They don't have a lot of guns. They don't have a lot of anything, really. They have Caillou's ultimate, which I don't think we've seen him use yet, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be a little bit of a wild card all around. Like the wild card I threw you talking about isosceles triangles. Well done holding that down together. I don't know what I would have said in that situation.
Speaking of wild cards, we're moving into the wild B site as Chaos instills so many flash after flash. It looks like Ali gets a kill on Seth, and Rip Benji's waiting patiently in the smoke. Ali gets another kill, looking for 3. Benji gets it though. Spike is down, and the Saints are falling 1 by 1. And once again, it's just Giza versus the world. But this time, it's a 1v5. He's not gonna have a chance in the world. Maybe he should have saved his ultimate for this one, but he spent it the last round.
I wouldn't spend it this round either. If you're asking me, it's just a little bit too optimistic. They're just probably going to play this safe, not even going to try to go for the spike, just to see if he can get any pickoffs at all, because it's completely locked down and secured. They got 3 watching all angles down below B, and then 2 of them inside of B holding it down.
Oh, if you got that pick, that would have been crazy. You landed the headshot, almost landed another shot. Landed 1. Landed 2! Will he land 3? He almost slams 3. There's
Calm
30
down,
seconds left
buddy.
on the clock to get a penta, but he doesn't do it. Deb is going to go down, does not get the ace. And now, scoreline 5-6. 1 more round and a half. I feel like we've seen it before. Will it be even or will it be Saints-sided? We shall see.
Having deja vu, but I feel like if Northwood tie this one instead of the Saints taking it, who knows? Maybe we'll see a completely different alternate timeline where Northwood takes this one in OT 14-12. Maybe that really was the difference. Winning this round could have completely changed the trajectory of that time. But we can speculate all we want. Just it's going to be up to the Saints and Northwood University to deliver us one hell of a round.
Definitely, and speaking of, there's 2 ultimates on the board for the side of Northwood. They do have that breach ult, which will just shake up the entire stage. And Caillou has that
They're going
nice
for B again.
round-winning potential.
Okay.
Dip finds 1 on
Gone.
Caillou. There's the ultimate on the board. Off. And now, there's the breach ult. Wish you had an ult to retaliate with, but Ali gonna take out Seth. Now Ali looking to make more. He's gonna find 1. Looking find another.
Smiley.
Looks like Smiley finds it though, and now we're gonna put the lockdown soon
Last
enough.
player standing.
Dip gonna go down as well. Now it's a 1v2 for Smiley. He doesn't dodge the drone. They know where he is. He's gonna get pinged a few times. They're gonna get him through the wall, and that is Dip getting the kill. 6-6. We'll see if this round was the one you were surmising. Will this be the one that closes it out? Will we see another overtime? Who's to say? It all depends on the Saints' defense as we move over
Switching
to the next
sides.
half.
But the only thing we do know right now is
6-6. It's
the Saints are going to lose a pistol round.
That's true, but if they do win, this could be a massive lead. Whoever wins this pistol round will actually take a major lead.
Yeah, because it's
Unless
if
we
we're
can
going by
see-
the books.
Unless we can see that amazing thrifty we saw from Kai, that ace to start the round.
But Northwood also pulled off an amazing thrifty after losing a pistol round too. So, pistol rounds ultimately meaningless in this series. Obviously not the case, but again, just to demonstrate how close these two teams are, even things as universally appreciated as the fact that you'll lose the round and you lose after a pistol round does not apply. It
Pistol
just does not
rounds
apply.
are just so hard to forecast,
just
just
a
like the
concept.
weather, but with enough math and enough trajectory like that arrow,
Angle,
it's going to get taken
beautiful.
down, actually. Not going to work out. Darkest going to push mid. Not going for the split push. Looks like they're going to full send for B or C. Looks like they're going to full send it for C. One going long, one watching the other angles. They smoke out one of the garage points. He's holding so confident, and he sees one right in front of him, but he was blind. He couldn't see it. He didn't have enough reaction time. Logan gonna take out Giza, and now Darkest is gonna get the plant down, and the Saints now have to go for the defuse. Man down.
But it's not going to be the end of the world for the Saints. They still have the dream alive. Instinct dashing in himself. But he fights! Oh my god! Headshot after headshot! Smiley was going to try to carry the torch, but he is not going to have enough in the tank. Northwood University is going to take that round.
It felt like there was nothing happening there, and then they all started falling down one after another.
Tumbling
What
down.
chaos the pistol rounds are every time, and it looks like the Saints are going to opt for another run back of the same comp that they did. They say, hey, it worked one time. Caillou, go for the ace again.
Just go for the ace again. Caillou, please, I'm begging
If we don't win this ace, you're throwing, is probably what they're telling him right now.
Yeah.
It's all up to him, but props to Northwood. They bought some good guns. They're looking to carry this lead a little bit further.
And as they try to take this further, they want to take this all the way to Funky Town. Oh, he finds the shot, but it is a Marshall after all. It's not going to get the kill. I think he found that
He
shot.
did not find the shot. He
He
got
did not
the
find- no,
shot
actually,
found
I-
on himself.
Oh, you're absolutely right in that situation. Just no, he found the shot onto Instinct. Pretty sure. Instinct was really low. Now he's even lower. Logan now trying to push up, but it's only a matter of time before this tension must be broken. Instinct with a nice and sturdy 5 HP.
If he only knew.
If only they knew how bad things really were for his health bar, they'd probably just go there and finish the job. But you don't have the luxury of knowing these things as they come around the corner. They didn't know Smiley was there. He's going to find it, but Darkest is going to be there to put him down. Darkest and Logan going to find kills on Saints to make this a little bit easier for them. Seth now just standing the darkness, emerging through the shadows, firing his opportunity. Gets hit by a bullet in the middle of the smoke. That must not feel great. But now the spike has been planted. It's all up to
One
them to
enemy
find a
remaining.
way to put this over. Gee's going to go down. It's just up to Seth now. Almost got something there, but it's not going to work out in his favor.
Not going to work out at all as we're here 8-6. Northwood carrying a significant lead. The Saints didn't even make it very expensive for them, only taking a kill or two off the board. Now the Saints can finally answer with some guns of their own. This is their chance to win it all. Bring back the lead here. Bring it, even it all up. But overall, the Saints not having a great time right now.
Not having a great time, feeling like you're on top of the world. They were 6-3 at one point, now they're 8-6. Doesn't feel great, but they do love the feel of these guns in their hands, and it's going to be at least a boost in confidence of what they can accomplish here. Saints having a new, renewed, revitalized sense and outlook on the world. Hopefully they can have what it takes to hold this defense onto C site. Their engagement is going to begin. Giza taking a bit of damage, but he's going to be the one to draw first blood onto Logan. Dark is going to immediately follow it up afterwards. Seth is going to take out Ali. Now, Instinct making the rotation, doesn't want to miss on the action. Seth, the smoke is about to dissipate. He can find cover before he does. Taking some chip damage over on the right side now. Trying to find him through the wall! Takes it out! Beautifully played by the Saints. I don't even know how you'd feel about that. If I was on Northwood, I'd be cheesed.
Yeah, that was just, like, it felt like Northwood was controlling the situation there for a second. The Saints managed to flip that one right around with tactical precision. They all moved in, all found their picks, and they all flooded in onto that C site. They were ready for that push. Now, this is Northwood's kind of last chance to make this count. If the Saints win this one, they will be able to run away with it. They'll lose their lead. They'll be out of money. They'll be out of a job. They'll be on the streets here. They need to make this one work. Now Logan looks like he's going to push over to C. And Seth is going to be there to meet him. It's a 2 on C kind of situation. 3 on C, actually. Seth opting for the Phantom. Can't really get those long-range shots, though. It's a little... doesn't get the headshots.
Yeah, Dip is just chilling out in this alleyway. Doesn't know what else to do. He has, like you said, no money, no nothing, no dreams, all out of options. All he can do is hold it right here and just pray that something good happens. But
right there.
Good things never happen in that alleyway, Matthias. Never do they do. It's just, like I said, it's just a choke point for bullets to fly
Batman's
down.
parents went down that alleyway.
True.
But anyways, here they are. They're moving through Garage, trying to move on to C. Gonna use the concussion there. Seth not gonna get blasted out there. Gonna find one. Will he find more? He will not. As wow, Northwood finds all those picks. Dark is getting the 2K. The rest of them finding a pick, and now it's all down to Caillou.
You know, they didn't kill Caillou.
He's the Batman in this scenario.
He is the Batman in this scenario, and he is. Never mind. Ah, that would have been crazy. I had a whole line prepared. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say because it's the moment's gone. It's ruined. It's ruined.
And much like Batman, he has a no-kill policy, so he's gonna go back to the drawing board here. It's 9-7 Northwood. Good lead right now, 9-7.
He's a 13-kill policy. No more than that. 13's acceptable, but you get 14 kills, you got too far.
Hey, that's an unlucky number. You might want to change that if you're Caillou. You got a few guns on the board. Instinct doesn't have any guns. I think he's gonna go for the Alt Orb and try and pop the knives.
Seems to be a solid plan if you ask me. Logan and the rest of Northwood making a beeline for the beeline. They're going to get in, and the Saints are scrambling. They're not going to find any resistance, and they're just going to go for the spike plan. Ali's even going to find Smiley through the rotation. Logan's going to find the head of Instinct as he's walking atop the boxes. Dip just scared, patiently waiting to see if he can find a head walking by over there. Saints with just 3 have to do something here. You got to show them that you're not to be trifled with. But it's not going to be as simple as I make it seem. Giza is holding the angle, and he's holding on to his dream.
Yeah, dreams are what this is made of. If he can maybe find this here, but he's going to get taken out. Logan going to get the 3K. Looking to make it 4. This guy is the last one remaining once again. Opting to save the gun. Play for next. Overall, it's not looking good for the Saints. Now, Northwood University is up 3 points. That is the largest difference we've seen so far. Now St. Clair might finally start getting these loss bonuses they sorely need.
No, it's not looking pretty for the Saints right now. 10-7, and I believe they just spent a lot of money. The last money that they had, actually, they're not too worse for wear. They're probably going to be able to afford a couple things here and there, but you're still splitting hairs when it comes to your economy, when it comes to your finances, and I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't dare.
Yep, they're in a very, they're budgeting in this scenario, buying a marshal, buying a sheriff, the rest going full save. They're buying for next round. Seth has his ultimate ready. Not going to do much though, because that's just a reposition. I think Instinct is going to opt for the blades. It really comes down to if they start winning, I'm sure he'll pop that. Instinct using the marshal, trying to hold the line here. Paranoia is going to add it, cause him to dash away. They're chasing him down with the drone. I think they saw his feet. They know where he is. They're not going to get the dart because I think they want to lull him to his false sense of security. As they flood onto the site, the cloud burst comes on. Logan goes in. Kai's going to hold up top in heaven. Spray them down. He's going to get sprayed down himself. He's going to get back out. Right overall, it's neck and neck right now. Who's going to be the first to fall?
I like what you did there. You're picking up a page from my book, but Caillou, he's going to find the drone hit. It's, again, they still have all their members up on the Saints, but it really feels like they don't. They're playing from a heavy disadvantage here. They have, again, like you mentioned, Seth has his ultimate, but it's not going to be too useful in the retake. Caillou and Smiley just going to be pouring bullets down from the heavens, but as they go to hell, they find the devil there waiting for him. Logan is going to be the Reaper. Grim Reaper Seth is going to be the biggest Grim Reaper of them all, getting a 3K with the Sheriff, but it's not going to be enough to take the round for the Saints. 11-7. The Saints have to really dig deep to find the match out of this one.
I was a believer there for a second. If he got all those kills.
And I saw his face. And now I'm a believer. You know, I'm not insulted.
From Shrek, yeah.
Yes.
Right there.
Anyways, like Shrek, this game has layers to it. And now we're getting into the deeper layers here. 11-7. The Saints really need to dig deep and try and win these rounds, because if they lose this round, it's all going to be over.
I'd say so. They've spent basically as much as they can here, saved up from the previous one. If they lose this one, it's going to be really bleak. It's going to be really difficult to try to pull it back. And we would just be going straight to a Game 3, most likely. But the Saints, if they can do anything, it's surprise. And I would honestly be surprised if they don't win this one. So it's just going to come up to whether or not they surprise me in a good way or in a bad way.
Let's see. Giza finds one. That might be with a surprise we need. Looks like Giza's going to go in for more. Once he gets a taste, he doesn't want to stop here. They're going to lay down one. We see the breach come out. The reach ult. Instinct going to get one with the op. Going to switch for a rifle, play the close range. Now Dip, I think, hit a couple of his teammates there through the wall. And now they all fall down. It's all down to one. But wow, Dip gets a double kill. And just like that, the scoreline is nearly even. 2v1. Dip might be able to stall this one out, but Caillou gets the kill. And now they need to get the defuse, and they just might barely do it.
They have to. They have no choice. Caillou, work your fingers. Oh, sorry, it was Smiley defusing there. Hell yeah, Team Ace, everybody found their one. And that's always a beautiful thing to see. They must be high-fiving. I'm sure what they did after that happened is they all got up out of their chairs and said, high five, high five. 5 times, everybody high-fived each other, at least once, round-robin style, and then they sat back, orderly and organized, and they're back to the game.
Exactly, that's what you got to do. Keep the morale high, just like those 5s. And now Instinct has the op. They bought that where they stole that one from the enemy team. And if they win this one, they actually might have a chance. They don't want to lose any more rounds. 11, they don't want to see that one go up to 12, because once they're on match point, you have no room for error. You have one more chance here. It looks like Instinct gets a clean shot. Gonna back out though with 30 HP.
He's Instinct of the ultra variety, just finding these kills where they matter the most, getting those initiation kills to stop the push in the momentum. But looks like they're going to be hard committing for A. They're committing the smokes, they're committing the drone, and now Logan has his dash ready.
Dash at the ready, he's gonna go in. He has the knives at the ready as well. Smiley gonna go in. Find much though. He dodges all the Uto, and there's a breach ult of his own. Gonna send them all up in the air. Darkest gonna find one. Kai gonna get 2, but Logan gonna shut that one down. And Giza gonna prep the lockdown. He needs to use it, but it looks like they're gonna commit to the plan. Gonna try and break it before it happens, but they might just barely get it. Spike has been planted, and now Ali on the backline. It's all down to Seth once again. One player detained. He doesn't know where. It's the one heaven, and now Logan needs to try and stop this. He's going for the defuse. Will he get it? Will he get it? The ninja first. Yes, he clutches it out with his life on the line. Logan kills him, but he manages to save it out for the Saints. 11-7. I'm a believer now.
I salute you, my friend. Seth, the true patriot, putting his life on the line, and he stands his ground. Doesn't care who's shooting at him. Northwood, who? I don't care. I'm defusing the spike if it kills me, and it did. That's the worst part. Oh my goodness.
And huge props to Giza for setting that all up. With the detain, he surely 100%. Would have been dead.
You're gonna say I'm crazy. You're gonna say I'm lying when I say this. But when that Killjoy ultimate went off, I was thinking for a second, is this really gonna matter? I don't think so.
Oh wow, the action is right back. Those counter pops. His ult finds a few, gets a few ticks of damage on them. That might be great later into the game. Seth gonna taken down by Logan. Not gonna be a hero anymore. And now Logan still has those knives on the board. They could be very, very dangerous once they're out of money. And now Ali gonna get a pick on Caillou. They're all falling down. You know, we popped off, but they still have some ways to go.
All that excitement, and here we are.
Cannot rest on your laurels here. Oh, Instinct had to go for the option. 1 HP. Will he get out with the up? He is paper. He's made of paper right now.
Like I made of glass. Oh, man. Like I made of paper. Oh, but you know, he's going to have to go off a skyscraper to pull this one off, but it's not impossible. It is now that he's dead.
He's dead. Oh, but Smiley gonna get a 3K. Oh, Loki gonna get 4 kills, shut it all down. Get the spike to get the extra money. What a chaotic round as we're getting to the wee hours of the night.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're pulling an all-nighter here. I mean, it is exam season after all, but this isn't necessarily the exam that I need to be preparing for, but it's definitely the one that the Saints need to, because this will be very important for their future. Again, just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't just one for fun. This is to decide who goes to the grand finals for their division of NECC Legends tier Valorant.
Yes, this one is gonna be for all the marbles. You don't want to lose it here. You got this far. And now Smiley and the rest of the team are gonna play very slow and methodically, like we talked about earlier. He's holding the line here with the judge. Very careful not to overextend. And now Northwood, I think the nerves are on. They just need to win one more. They get to bring to a game 3.
They see them all ready to push on A site though. Whether or not Northwood is going to choose to commit for it now that they know that information, or they're going to try to rotate, is going to be a big factor in how this round goes. Instinct holding just the pistol, maybe just desperately scrambling for an ultimate orb, but now the utility is going to be committed. They're fighting for it. Instinct going to find one. Dip is going to get him back though. Really low HP, running for his life. Not going to have the opportunity to save it though. Now Darkus is just really trying his luck here, dare I say, but he's lucky. He is kind of lucky.
No, who's lucky? Dip surviving with 2 HP there. That's not where you want to be. It's hard to tell on the upper scoreboard.
Better than being in the grave.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
it is better than being in the grave. You still are a gun on the field. You are still as valid as any other soldier if you can land your shots. The Darkus can lead the charge here, bring the light with the flashes. But now they have to get the spike down. It looks like they're all a short. But they're going to get it at the last second here. Seth going to go for the flank. I think they're all going to try and push together, try and use the chaos, try and use the better angles to get them there. Recon both going down. They know some are short. Now Benji is watching the backline here. Sees Giza. But Giza has a hint as to where they are. He's peeking it. He only has a judge when he gets taken out, and now 2 of them are down. 3 of them are down. It's all down to Breach here. Smiley. He might not be smiling anymore unless he can get some kills here. Does not get a single kill, and that's going to be the game going over to Northwood University. We're going to game 3. Lotus attack.
Lotus attack indeed. I didn't think that we'd be going here. I thought this would have wrapped up in Haven, but here we are, Northwood University, reminding us why they are so feared in the collegiate Valorant scene. Darkus now topping the leaderboard like I expected from the previous game with an excellent performance. Absolutely deserved it. And you know what? Seth actually beating out Caillou later on in the game, even though he was going 10-1 for a really long time, getting an ace for the round of the Saints, their first victory. Really impressive game from everybody involved, and now I'm just a little bit more excited to see what we're going to have cooking up for round 3.
Exactly. I'm so excited. I just want to bring up my favorite moment from the last game before we throw it to a quick break. Seth getting the defuse nearly from the grave. He got it. He died for it. He brought that game just that bit further. But, you know, props to Northwood. They were the more consistent team in that game. So we expected it to go to a game 3. And here it is. Lotus, where it all comes down to this. One final game on Lotus. Saints have practiced Lotus so much. Will they be able to use that practice to great effectiveness? Daniil, what are your thoughts?
Let's go to game 3 and find out. After this break, of course.
And welcome back to the penultimate showdown for the losers finals of NECC Valorant. I'm Matthias Moth Osborne, joined by Daniil Betterson McGee. We're here in Game 3 on Lotus Attack. St. Clair College varsity team versus
Choose your
Northwood
agent.
University. It sounds like we're an agent select, so
It
let's
is
see
the
what
fact
these
that we
agents
are
are.
an agent
You want
select.
to cover this?
I wanted to say something before the camera went off. I don't know why. I just feel that urge to, but it doesn't even matter
Wow.
because we're going to Lotus, and you seem surprised by something.
Yeah, we're seeing Breach, we're seeing Raze, we're seeing Astra. We're going to see...
Variety?
Huh?
Variety.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of variety here. We're seeing Gecko on the side of Caillou. We usually don't see that, but that could be a sleeper pick. We have Little Buddy there. We have Giza on the Killjoy once again on the opposite side. We're seeing more of a standard pick for on Northwood side. Ali on Omen, Dip on Sova, Darkest on the Viper, Logan on the Raze, and Ripenji once again on the Killjoy.
And as we find our way to the battlefield, somehow, whether they take the train, bus, or plane, they find themselves here, ready to do battle for our amusement and for their pride. Matthias, the ultimate pride is on the line for whosoever wins this game will get ultimate glory and justice to be able to compete in the NECC Cyan Division Grand Finals for the playoffs.
Exactly, that's what we're all battling for here. It's all come down to this. All your work, all your effort, from going through all the lower rankings, you brought yourself to here. Losing one out is being sent down to the loser's bracket, but now this is your chance to get right back where you deserve in the grand finals. And here we are, starting.
We have a lot of variety here, as you mentioned. We're seeing a Gecko and an Astra. Viper, not so rare to see, but still, from the previous games we were playing, definitely a very nice face to see finally showing up. The rest of the guys here, we've been seeing them all day. We're kind of sick and tired of them, but we're going to have to bear with them in the meantime. But as this pistol round gets underway, which the Saints will inevitably lose, if I'm going to trust history well, I think they're going to take this one. Honestly, I feel it in my bones. They're confident, they're rested, and it's time for them to make the push to Seaside. It looks like they're going upon the Hill of Doom, but they're going to have some resistance there if you can look at the minimap.
Exactly. It looks like there's going to be a Sova there to greet them along with the Viper. And the Omen going to put out his smoke to delay that push. And ooh, Instinct went for it. Died to the shock arrow. It's not a great position to be in. And Darkest finding another pick as well. And Benji just sitting here over on B waiting for any sense of fight. He's going to take out Little Buddy. And that is going to be them all falling down. Dip getting killed along the way. It's just Caillou. And I believe that is Seth. Actually, no, that is another player, but he's going to go down. Nonetheless, Smiley going to get the kill there. And here we are. 10 seconds remaining. They have to do something. I think they're just going to run it down. Try and get a kill or two. They do not get it.
Yeah, and I've never seen that win effect before. Quite intense, I must say. But again, Saints dropping the pistol round. They're going to have a really steep uphill battle to do to try to win the second one. It's going to be difficult, but it's not going to be impossible.
It's not impossible indeed. They're going Sheriff's Wild West once again. Get the 6 shooters out to bring the lot of town. Meanwhile, Dip and the rest of the team are going to opt to do a little bit of a save buy. It looks like they're opting for majority Ares, which is an interesting pick. Seth going to lead the charge here with his classic. Going to get Paranoid and taken down in record time by a Bulldog. Now Ali also leading the charge with a Bulldog. Not going to find much of anything though. Prepping Ares. Instinct trying to find a shot with the Sheriff. Not going to find much. Going to rotate over to Seaside.
Now, as they reach the seaside, the salty shores shall surely deliver. Oh, a shot that will shake your soul! Giza taking out Darkest. Logan on the other side is going to take down Instinct.
Yep, it's a tit for tat situation. Their picks are coming across the board. Logan finds 1. It's now down to just 2. Once again, I'm getting deja vu, Caillou, and it looks like it's Giza there, the only ones left.
One enemy remaining.
Now Logan getting the 3K. He's gonna make it 4. Giza finds 1, making it a 1v3 situation. He has the spike, but that's surrounded on all angles. Ali taking taking that one 2-0.
2-0 is not where you want to be in this place. On Lotus, it feels like 2-0 is just bad fortune. But the Saints, they have a lucky green-haired individual and green clothes too. Green is a lucky color, and I think they picked him just for that.
Yeah, green means go. Let's see if we can initiate a good fight here. We got Dip staring down with his teammate. Butterflies flying in the sky. Logan prepping. It's all peaceful before the storm. Now we'll see if the storm goes successfully on the A here. Has to bring up a smoke, and Instinct gets it in sync with his deployment. Now, you have to throw a grenade to close that one out, and I think just might be able to push this one. Wall goes up. They might rotate through the spinning door there. Doug is looking to get a kill, unable to find much of anything though. Once again, we're at a standstill.
Someone's going to have to start sprinting eventually. I think that's the way these teams like to play. Stand still into full 100% sprint. Can't be great for the legs, but it's great for the entertainment value. Not for the spine either. A lot of runnings in the spine, more than you believe. But holding everything together in this game isn't your spine, it's your teammates. Having all 5 of them up is going to be a boon for your success on the side of St. Clair College. They're going to be making a sneaky rotation to B side, Northwood University. They are not the wiser to it, but now that Instinct has made a shot, a failed one, they are at least going to be ready and going to have that push on the go side for B.
Flash in on the B, spray it all down, try and take some ground here, and they manage to take it as Seth gets dipped down.
30
and now
seconds left.
it's 3v5 for Northwood. The odds
Spike
are stacked
planted.
against them. They need to find some way on the clear. They don't manage to do it, taking it out. Caio, Darky's going to get one right back. Try and upgrade that gun, but it's a little too far for him to grab. He doesn't want to stick that hand out a little too far and get shot. Now Ali trying to move in onto the site. Caio once again, low health, low chances of living. And Instinct also low health. Probably break down that door and try and do a push onto B. They know where he is. He breaks down the door, makes him look away. Caio going to clean up that kill. One enemy remaining, and that's Seth getting another kill and getting Saints their first point on the scoreboard.
At least we know it's not going to be 13-0, you know, but for either team. The Saints previously 13-0 Northwood in their last encounter when it was truly the battle before the Red Bull Campus Clutch event really took place, when it was truly Team America versus Team Canada. They still are Team America versus Team Canada, at least until the next Campus Clutch rolls around and we declare our next national team. But with that still on the history books, Northwood not going to want that to repeat, and in fact, they are going to try to absolutely destroy the Saints in this one, and they're not too far from it this time.
Yes, there it is. Still see his scoreboard up there, but Caio gonna push in, try and get some kills. I think we saw his ult be popped, but I don't think he found any detainments there. But wants to take some ground, try and pick that ult right back up.
They're running through the numbers. They're running through the numbers. They don't care. They're just dashing through, and they're trying to make their push over to A side. And now they are just trying to clear it up, make this a little bit easier. They're going to get Little Buddy ready to go for the plant potentially, but it's not going to be free for him. He's running for his life.
It is.
Even the numbers have parted like the Red Sea to make this a clear path for him, and it goes down the way they intended.
And now they can play long. They don't have to fully commit to this one. Play long, try and burn out Hawk here. Dip, try and get some visual on it. Instinct is right up there in the thick of it. Got a blast pack, push them off of trees. He doesn't want to take an engagement just yet. Probably wants to spray down the wall. Eventually gonna find one. Instinct gonna find another. And it looks like it's an evenly matched game right now. They're trying to get the defuse. Time is ticking. They need to get it soon. Oh, gains Ikiza and Caio get 2. And it's all down to a 1v1. And now it looks like the Saints have closed it out once again, but just barely, bringing this to 2-2.
Matthias, are we going to see another overtime?
At the rate this is happening, I believe so. Especially with the team comps that they're running right now. Even if the Saints do manage to get some leeway, get some extra rounds in here, like they seem to be on the road to do so with these buys, they are on attack. And I would say, with all due respect, the Gecko pick really is an attacking pick. You're not going to be doing much initiation once you're on this side or the other side, the defending side. Nonetheless, you're right in the thick of it. Daniil, what are you thinking of this?
I'm thinking a lot of fear is being built up in me, but not only in me, but also in Northwood University. The Saints really ramp up their oppression here. They're ramping up their oppressive push. They are going to get pushed back, though, thanks to the defensive efforts of Northwood University coming from the right side. Now, with Giza taking down Ali, it's going to be a little bit of an opening for the Saints to get a little bit more, how you say, courageous in their push. They're going to have to commit somewhere. A decision will be made soon enough, and it looks like they will be trying to go for B side, dropping the smokes ready on the push for Seth.
Need some help.
Needs some help, he says. He needs it.
He needs it very
Out
badly.
there.
He goes down instantly. Instinct gonna go down. Nip gonna get a big upgrade there, but he gets out with his life. Benji getting another kill as well. These thrifty rounds go so well for Northwood as the Saints are all falling down. Logan getting a double kill. Little bro gonna plant the spike, but with no health left, Caillou, it's gonna be worse for wear. Phantom in a dream. He's gonna be a Phantom soon enough as he goes to the spirit world.
Very rare that you see kills tamales in these situations, these games, but with a thrifty pickup from Northwood University, you're going to use everything you have in your pocket to secure victory, and that they do against the Saints. Now we're kind of resetting things just a little bit, money-wise, gun-wise. Going to see a little bit of even economy, except for Logan having 4K and Benji having 3K. Ignore that part. At least the guns are even. Everybody picking up Vandals. We talk about variety, but not a lot there.
Not on Lotus. Lotus is pretty cut and dry aside from all the zaniness that happens in the engagements. Now, you see a big engagement from Logan going for the showstopper. He finds one, gets a pick as well. Dip getting the stragglers with the bow, shooting out the lightning. Not going to be able to find too much.
The storm approached, but it just missed them narrowly. They were looking at the weather channel this time, and they saw that there was a storm approaching. They decided to sidestep that one. Now the Saints down one. They have to decide a location to push up. Looking at the minimap and the agents still up, which is all of them for Northwood University. I'm realizing now it's not going to be an easy decision, but one will be made. I think they're realizing now that B has not been very favorable for them. At least on A side, they have a little bit more to work with, a little bit of space, but no, seems to be that's not what they were thinking as they decide to push for C a little bit more narrow. Something you only got one opening, so you only have so many things to look out for. A lot less to think about, a lot less to worry about.
Oh, but there's the breach ultimate. That might be the space they need. He's going in, doesn't find a pick, goes down immediately. Benji getting a double kill. The Saints are in shambles, committing so much to that push, and it all ends up for nothing. It's down to 2v5. They need a miracle if they want to make this one work, but with only 20 seconds left on the clock, they're going to opt to save.
Now the Saints with 13 seconds left. I think it might be wise for them just to save their
10
money.
seconds left.
Like I mentioned before, their economy wasn't looking in great shape, so at least they could give these guns to some teammates and then buy their own to potentially keep a heavy offense round coming up. But they're about to get pincered. If 2 seconds left, these 2 seconds couldn't feel any longer, just escaping the clutches of death.
Just barely escaping the clutches of death there. But hey, you know, after such a harrowing situation, you just want a timeout. You want to take a breather, step back, relax, rethink your options. But I must say, once again, taking a timeout when you don't have much money, you know, you really can't fully plan to your full effectiveness.
Absolutely, but once again, they saved the 2 Vandals at the very least. They could drop one off to Caillou, but he already picked up a Sheriff, so I think that might be their play just to keep this round cheap. They are going to have Vandals to at least try to find some pickoffs, but they don't want to commit for a full round where they're just using all the money or trying to get everybody fully kitted out to compete against Northwood University. They have too much money, even doing that this round. Even if they won it, it wouldn't do much of a dent economically, so I think they're just going to play this round cheap and safe, just try to get as much as they can and recoup for their next one.
Cheap is the name of the game, and cheap has worked out for Northwood. They've got so many good thrifty rounds putting themselves in such a great scenario economics-wise. I mean, look at that money. Logan,
Dollar.
7K in the bank. It's just money all around on the side of Northwood. But the Saints, this is going to be their last hurrah for a while, unless if they can't win this one, it's going to be a while before they can buy these expensive guns again.
Once you say it, it becomes true, Matthias. I believe what you're saying. They're going to be bouncing forward. Instinct trying to find Darkest around this corner here. Of course, he doesn't know that he's there, but I do. Instinct now just opting to rotate out. Looks like they're finally going to go for this A push. They have Seth holding down the angle. He's not reporting much yet, but he very well could see the Omen on the side of Northwood University soon, as the smoke is up from the Viper, I'm sure. Behind the revolving doors lies their Omen, and the nades coming out. They know that they're here. Instinct is going to use the blast pack to push him back, but it's not going to be fast enough. He is going to go down in the middle of the battlefield here. No Man's Land claims another. The revolving door is going to be making some noise. They know what's going on, but they're not going to spot each other out. Finding him through the angle. Not going to find his head, though. They're going to do a bit of damage, at least to the shoulders. You know, that's still a relevant shot point to shoot. But Matthias, at this push, is getting staggered, a little bit delayed, and looks like going to be rotating. But where do you think
Giza's
they
going
should?
to take a fight here on C. If he manages to win it, they might actually go for a rotating. That looks like that is their plan. Now, it looks like Giza's going to set up, put that in the lockdown, hold down this C side because they need to win around. They need to win one soon. Caillou, little bro, he's going to send him, say, go in there, get the plant, get anything done, and he's going to do it. He gets down to the site. This is it. If he manages to get this done, this could be huge. And now they can play the post plant. And the Astro Wall is going to make it that much more difficult for the enemy team to contest with this. They really can't fully commit to guarding this one. As Giza is watching every angle. Their pull doesn't find much, though. Darkest concussed right now. Now we're going to see another ult committed here. They had so many ults on the board, they might as well use them. Goes down in record time, though. They just shoot it down. Giza gonna find one. He's gonna find another. That's 4 from Giza. And Seth getting the last kill, the nail in the coffin for Northwood as we move to 4-3.
If the Saints lost that one, I think it's needless to say, not only economically or in ultimate economy, they would have been absolutely shot, but the morale and mental would have been completely fried as well, committing basically everything that you have, except for money. Of course, they did play that round pretty cheap, but they committed everything they had. Otherwise, even just a lot of focus and coordination, and still losing that round would have been absolutely devastating in every regard. But the Saints pulled it together, and they're still in this, and they're still fighting, and they're showing Northwood just that.
They're showing Northwood how it's done right now, but they still are down 1 point. Northwood now has the ult advantage, 3 ults on the board against the Saints 1. You have the Showstopper, which could
Two really good defensive
massive tool for them.
Yep, they have the Killjoy ultimate as well as Viper, making sure that if the Saints go for any site, they can really just say no. But they do have both of them on the same point right now. Potentially Darkest picking up a headshot with the op on Instinct, truly overkill. But as I was saying, having both of them holding the same point, if in case one of them goes down, the other one can pop the ultimate. But you also might want to spread them out just to make sure if anyone goes for a push, they could delay it. Whether or not this is going to be a good play for them, we're going to have to wait and see. But I bet that based off of what we're seeing so far, it is. Throwing out
Go in,
bro
this
here.
guy's went out. Gonna get shotgun though by Darkest. He has the close range and the far range covered.
Unceremoniously.
Now he's just gonna hop that close. He's gonna find one, Logan gonna find another though. Before the Saints, they're losing members and they're losing them fast. They need to find something that works. They're split up once again, a little bit indecisive here. Looking like they're gonna close out B side. They don't want to contest that opposite side. They get concussion around the corner. Ali gonna TP out. He's gonna be safe. Now Caillou trying to figure out which side he should move with his teammates as Giza goes down, going down to the mosh pit. Much though. Another headshot with the op, going for the overkill shots time and time again. 10 seconds left on the clock. Smiley doesn't have spike. It looks like this one's going to go over to Northwood University once again. They've just been playing amazingly.
And to really top off all the brutality of this round, they didn't commit a single ult.
You're correct. They still have all that in the bank. They have the Killjoy turret, they have the Viper pit, and they have the Omen TP. There's so much they could do. And right now, it's looking like Northwood's running away with it, which some people claim that Lotus is an attacker-sided map. So the fact that Saints are even down at points right now could prove disastrous going further into this NECC Losers Final. You don't want to lose this one. You made it this far. You want to get to that grand finals position and try and take the title for yourself. But overall, it's not looking great.
And just to clarify, just because it's called the Losers Final does not mean you want to lose. You do, in fact, still want to win. So the Saints being down here is definitely not a good thing. Like you pointed out, the Gecko pick is quite the offensive one, so they want to make the most out of their offensive plays, but it's not working out the best for them. I think especially they're not working out, and especially after that one, the wallbang headshot coming from Rich Benji onto Instinct. Giza is going to find a revenge kill, though, onto his doppelganger. Going to go through the rotating door, perhaps dip on the prowl, too. He sees the door going, and he knows it's time to be afraid, be very afraid. But he's not going to let that fear paralyze him, as Darkest is going to pick up Giza just to make sure that his teammate can sleep soundly, knowing that there's one less Saint on the prowl.
The Darkest getting peek once again. He's been a monster on this op, getting headshots. Missing a shot though, but Logan there to clean that one up. Seth thought he was safe, but he's not. And now Smiley, surrounded by all angles, gets taken down by a dip. Now if you're St. Clair College, that mental has to be waiting now. Just being down 3 rounds, not being able to get like a prominent win. Every time they get a win, it's just by the seat of their pants. Northwood is just dominating right now, especially in this 3rd game. They're just giving them such a rough time. And if you look at the economy, they can win around here or there, but the Saints, they're not going to have the advantage for quite some time.
Here's where you have to be thinking in the future, Matthias, because these teams, or at least the Saints, have to consider the fact that Northwood, they have at least 3 ultimates. Maybe they're not completely sure of who has what ultimates available, but they gotta remember the fact that they are only about 3 to 4 rounds away from the side switch. So with these defensive agents in mind and their ultimates available, they could really just guarantee at least 1 round just with the ultimates alone, but if they play it well enough, they could guarantee 2 very easily just with the ultimates. So the Saints have to try to at least bait out some of those ultimates, maybe by hard committing and then switching out, anything like that. They have to play to get those off before it becomes too late.
Dip getting info that he needs, getting a pick as well. Caillou gonna plant the spike down over on A. Caillou over a little bit more. Dip checking the rookie, very methodical about it. Once again, Ali gonna get info with that TP. Gonna go back to his teammate though. Defender Killjoy gonna add that lockdown to the mix. The Northwood just trying to solo time. They're committing one of those ults. Maybe this is the round that they will buy themselves, like we said. All the Saints are up and healthy. None of them have fallen yet. The bullets have not flied. The spike is down. They just need to kill time. If they manage to drag it a little bit longer, this is going to be going their way, but they fall 2 down. Kai gonna find 1. He's gonna find another. Smiley gonna find another. Logan gonna get 4K. Only 1 left. It's all down to Smiley. He dodges the bomb. He just needs to burn out time. Will he do it? Will he last long enough? I think he's done it. And now Logan getting the ace, but it's not good enough as he goes down to the bomb.
How often do you see something like that? Not at all. Not in my books. Not in my years of seeing this game from the back or seeing it from up here, having the privilege of commentating it. You don't see situations like that very often. An ace into a round loss? My friend, where are you? Darkest score is looking pretty spooky. Halloween's over, but he's still carrying that spirit forward, making this round a scary one for the Saints. But the ultimate was committed, at least to Killjoy. In fact, all of them were.
Oh, you're
like
right. The Viper Pit was committed, but they shut him down.
Yeah.
I thought it was just the Killjoy, but now the Saints have a fighting chance.
Even the Omen one.
Now look, they have 3 ults and they have none. The tables have flipped just on that 1 round. He's gonna find 1, and now the Saints looking to carry this momentum a little bit further.
The nature of the ultimates, though, are quite different. They aren't going to be able to easily guarantee those rounds with the way they have to use theirs. But if they do play at the top of their, very top of their game, they might be able to make it pretty damn near impossible to lose. But they commit that out. They don't find anything. But the attacker kills
another that was scouting it out. It's like a mobile camera there. Can also detain people like a bomb. But Darkest gonna put a snakebite in there, trying to stall that one out for as long as he can for his team. He's gonna have to retreat, play outside the Killjoy turret. They're gonna put the showstopper out on the loose. Not gonna find much, send it back there, maybe get a little bit of splash damage, but overall. Oh, now there's a second Thrash coming out. This character can pick up multiple, and they find a detention there in the back, gonna throw a molly back there. He's going to die to that. It's gonna get very, very low, and there he is getting cleaned up by the molly, and Gisa gonna find one on the way out too. And just like that, it's a 2v5 for St. Clair, making the 2v4. Logan on the loose, trying to find some kills. Start DQs, making a push. They have to commit, find 1. There's only 1 left and he's low. It's all down to Logan, but he goes down to Seth. And St. Clair, once again, looking to make this 6-6.
How
does this keep on happening? I don't like it. I don't like it.
You want to get some sense. You want to have some guesses going into the next round, but when it's like this even, you just never know what's going to happen. The
They
Saints
have
were
the
down.
same guns, they have the same economy, they have the same everything. None of them have any ultimates. We fully reset, and we're about to head into a potential 6-6 situation for the third time, Matthias. I don't like it. It's ominous to me, and I feel like they're trying to tell us something.
I think this might be it. Do you have the script ready? Because I didn't really see this one in it. We'll see if Northwood could get the lead here, or if the Saints will even it up. There's a lot of pressure on them to do that because you don't want to be going in at a disadvantage here. And now this is going to come out. Seth going to find one. Looks like it's all going to plan for them. The blast pack right on the site. He goes in the mall. Gets a little bit hit by his own teammate, but nonetheless, they are on a point here. They are just going with full momentum. A little bit decayed out. He's going to try and use his util there to clear back sight. I think when he gets taken out by Darkness before he can do so. And now, Darkest.
Okay, that was scary. Sorry, that was a really close shot. And if that connected, I don't know what would have happened.
Well, we will see what happens very soon as this round continues to go. Dip gonna find a one with his thing as Benji finds one with the gun. And now the Saints are all falling down.
Stall.
Taojo gets a double kill. He's gonna get one back. And just like that, Northwood at the disadvantage. As it seemed like the Saints were falling apart, they managed to close it right back together. It's back to Darkest. And he's at his darkest hour right now. 1v2 situation. Molly down, everything out. And Smiley getting the 3K.
I know that America and Canada are close on the map, okay? They border each other. They have potentially the longest border in the world.
The
alongside
49th
each other.
parallel.
Okay.
That's the name of the border, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know that. Interesting. But point being is they do not have to be this close in Valorant. And it is quite disturbing the fact that every single game we've played here today has gone to a 6-6 into the next round pistol. And again, just the way they're playing, the economies, the ultimates, the way they're factoring these things into their decisions, their processes, their plays, their picks, their everything. It's impossible. And I just don't know what to expect next. And I'm not even going to try. Except that I know for sure that they're going to lose a pistol round.
Yeah, for sure. Whoever wins this pistol round will
Revealing
be
area.
in the lead. If that's Northwood, they're going to carry that one very far. They won the initial pistol round. It paid them dividends as they just racked up point after point. But it looks like Smiley starts us off with a nice kill. Maybe you'll be wrong. The Saints might win this one as they find two picks right off the bat. And now it's a 3v5 with point secured. I'm thinking, Daniil, you might have been wrong on this one. Actually, that's all of them on the point, my bad. Actually, wait, they do have points secured, but they don't have Spike. They're on defense now, getting all mixed up. So used to them being on attack, but hey, it's the first start of the round. Gotta adjust to this one. Darkest on the prowl, trying to find any picks, and I think they know where he is. They got a little bit of a cross guard on him right now. This is the shots. He whiffs all the shots, but Instinct was there to clean that one up. Guardian Angel, but not there to save him. And now it's a 2v4, a little bit more winnable, especially on pistol range. You can get some crazy stuff to happen here. Concussion going out, taking the start twice. And now it's going to go with the good shots out. Ali going to take one down, take another down. Dip's going to go down. Wow, just like that, it's down to Caillou. He has only a ghost to his name, and he's going to get shot, but he cleans it up!
Oh my god! Matthias, I'm so... I was giving you the look. I was giving you a look like, you said they're going to win this one? Really, buddy? And then I look back and I see Caillou's going to die like a clown here. And then you said it's only a ghost to his name. I'm like, in his hands, though? Is it only a ghost? His ghost makes ghosts, buddy.
It's going to be haunting their dreams for a while now. 100%. They had that in the bag, but hey, those are the wins you need to go forward in this game. Now they're all going to buy Bulldogs. One Vandal, one Ares is an interesting pick. But overall, they're going to move quickly and fast. They have the gun advantage. They should win this one to bring this to 6-8.
Now, Saints, they are the ones with the advantage here, but it can be very easy to lose it. Picking up the Vandal, it's going to make that first kill of this round very easy for Instinct. Going to get that pick off onto Dip with the headshot, of course, too. He's just jump peeking, making his presence known, but not allowing himself to get shot up there in the process.
Allowing it. He does not want them to do that here, and Caillou is holding B as the rest of the team is following. They know they can wait for them to plant, you know, get on the site. They're going to play for retake. They have the better guns. They want them all corralled together so they can end this one quickly as a group.
Spike planted.
Watching the Heaven. Go back, try and play the close range with a Marshall, which is interesting. Not going to find too much, though. Wave anything. Giza try and position himself, or Instinct's going to position himself right in the thick of it. Get right in there. Try and find some close angles.
Now Logan with the Sheriff and a Dream. They're going to try holding us down. They're going to try pushing up. But Caillou, Smiley, and the rest of the Saints mow them all down as Caillou gets the defuse and makes it look easy as they take this round 2. Which, theoretically, it should kind of be easy. They did win the pistol round. But
but against Northwood, they've gotten so
not.
many thrifties with the pistols. The Saints have lost that more than I think they've won that against the worst gun. So
absolutely right.
you got to admit that it is surprising to see after what we've been through. The Saints winning 2 rounds in a row, and now they have to try and win the third. Seth opting for no gun. Oh, actually, he's thinking about it. Bulldog, Sheriff, what should I buy? Because he's going to go with the Sheriff.
Buy nothing. Just go out there, no gun. You don't need it.
Peace. Bring peace.
Bring love.
But it looks like they're going to bring the heat over to A as I hear gunfire already happening. Or Benji. Try and find something. Not going to happen, though.
It's just a matter of time before something crazy happens, and I think this game, with all the things that have stacked up to make it crazy, there's no better contender. I'm telling you right now, this might be the esports Valorant game of the year based off of what we're seeing. I think some truly, truly incredible stuff is up next, but it's just going to be a matter of time. We just have to wait and see what that is going to be. Oh, did he fake? He faked the plant
faked it for himself. Didn't commit to that one. Gotta get some guns on the team, but now
I hope that matters.
Gonna unleash Thrash and try and get some detainments on the board. He finds one, he gets them, I believe, and there's the breach ult as well. Dip going for some kills. I think he tickled some of them. Didn't secure any kills, but Logan gonna get the kill along with Benji. Instinct gonna get one. Ali gonna get one, and now they're all falling down. Kai gonna get one with the Molly, but it's gonna go the way of Northwood, which we expected to. They were up guns. They needed that win. Now the Saints will be able to finally buy some good guns of their own.
100%. Now with Northwood being the only ones possessing an ultimate, it's not going to be one that's going to have huge impact right out of the gate, but it definitely does matter when you have to play with that in mind. Your plans change, what you can do, what you can get away with completely turns on its head. So the Saints are just going to have to work their way through this and just not let that previous loss completely shatter their plans. They have to let the momentum stay with them. They don't want to let Northwood dictate things. Instinct is just proving that same is true with the wallbang headshot onto Logan, taking out his doppelganger yet again. Caillou now and the rest of the team holding out B side. They have Seth watching C, looking at the unholy hill, and they've also got Giza holding down A site. Now they just have to wait and see for any signatures of life that will let them know that it's time to kick into high gear and move on to somewhere else.
They need to make this work and make it quick. Ooh, Kaya getting a clean shot. He's making it work really well. Oh, the double champ! Will he get the third? No, the smoke's going to go up. They're going to have to back off, but he finds one with Dizzy. Going to go down. Ali moving in. Trying to find something.
He really gave them the work with that. That was beautiful. Nothing. That's all. That's it. That's all I have to say on that.
That is beautiful indeed. It's a thing of beauty when you hit those headshots, but now there's only 2 left on the field. Caillou has his work stacked up against him, and it's going to be very hard to take down 2 of them at once.
Oh, are you sure?
Will he get 4? Does the chick is right, and he's going to go down. The Sheriff is out of the town. Ali shutting that one down. It's a 4v1 situation. He does have ult. Good reposition if he wants. If you really want to commit that much to this round, that's already going so sour for the team. Maybe you do after you get a kill like that, but he's already low.
10 seconds left.
They're approaching him from all angles here. Find one more. Oh, he thought he was going to get the ace, but he gets shut down by Instinct.
7-9, Matthias. 7-9. Things are getting closer and closer. This looks pretty reminiscent of the first game that the Saints ended up winning here. But the Saints definitely don't want to take this to an overtime. They all want to go home, I'm sure. And same with Northwood. It's been a long day, especially for the Saints playing a completely different series earlier in the day. I bet you forgot about that. It's been a long one for everybody involved, including the Saints especially. but
Right
it's
there.
just gonna have to
Right
be an
there.
endurance test. They have to keep
Right there.
pushing and pushing and pushing until the boulder finally reaches the top of the hill. This is not gonna be Sisyphean.
But Sisyphus, yes, it might roll right back down the hill if you don't play your cards right. As it
Is
looks like.
Sisyphus's boulder like
Yes.
a poker player or something? Is he, you have to win this hand in order for me not to roll down the hill?
Yes, yes, yes. It's all
New lord.
on the board here. He's holding high up, Dip holding trees. He's going in, gonna take up the turret, try and get rid of the Killjoy util. And Killjoy's probably chilling up here, letting his team know, hey, I need some help. I cannot fight the entire team right now. Ali walking through the fire and the flames to put the spike down. Smoke is up, a little bit of a bullet to tickle him away. Now they do have Thrash, they do have Showstopper on the loose as well for St. Clair. They have it ready.
I think they might want to save those to be retaliatory instead, though. Logan
Now they're gonna use Thrash right now.
going for it.
Going for it, and they're gonna go for the combo. He sees a couple in trees. I think he detained a couple indeed. He goes for it, he gets one. Sky gets the other, and now they're trying to burn out time with the mollies. He gets the kill, and now I don't know if the Saints will be able to defuse unless they start right now. He's gonna fake it. Go for it, gets one. Does not get two. It's a 1v2 situation. Too much util, too little time. Benji takes him down, 8-9. It's looking like it's gonna be an overtime.
Hey, you can't just drop those on me. Then it kind of just takes away my momentum. I don't know what to say after something like that, you know?
I know what to say. The Saints have no money, and it's gonna be a rough couple of rounds for them. And now is the chance for Northwood to
Showstopper
take
on
the
the side
lead.
of Northwood as well. They have that to work with. They have that to play with. It's just going to be up to the Saints to make sure that they don't put themselves in a situation where they can just be stacked up and blown away like Three Little Piggies' house, blown away by the big bad wolf. And this big bad wolf might very well be Logan as he bounces up, bounces around the corner. But the smokes are coming out. They're looking to make the push on A site pretty distinctively. They're putting the resources out, but Caillou is coming around that door from behind. But Logan finds Giza on the A side. It's just gonna have to be like this. You don't want it
Yes,
to be.
you don't want it to be like this. The Sheriff here shows up, but Logan shuts that down. Logan and Dip both taking them down. 2v5 situation for the
planted.
Saints. They have no money. All they have is
Coming
Sheriff.
back in.
Gonna throw out the Dizzy. Not gonna find anything. Shot that little animal down, and now Dip sending a little animal out of his own, scouting it out and being successful. Not gonna get shot down. Now they know exactly where Caillou is, taking him down to 76 HP. He's about 2 shots, except really in there with the shorty, but not gonna find much. And they all get taken down. Flawless round for Northwood. And just like that, the scoreline is even. 4 rounds till someone takes it, or a few more if they want to take the OT.
Even Steven, and I don't mean the smiley player, I mean even Steven's in terms of the phrase. It's just 9-9 now. After that round, I think that last kill is
Right
actually
there.
just a shot through the smoke as well.
Sorry, speaking of even
Yeah.
Stevens, he's 1 kill away from being even right now. So if he finds one pick in this round, it'll be 12-12. That'll be even Stevens. And I want to say, oh my gosh, Northwood has 4 ultimates.
Yep.
And they're going to use them here. Going to use one of them at least. Showstopper comes out, and the Sova ult comes out, and I don't think they're going to find anything with any of these ults.
They just said, well, just go for it. I think the Showstopper went off without a hitch as well. Not going to find anybody. The revolving door is spinning, and that's going to trigger instincts, killer instincts, to look around this corner. Not going to find anything. Just some bullets are going to be exchanging numbers, I guess, just passing each other by. Long time no see, and then they're off into the distance. Nobody knows where they went. But again, Caillou holding the B side, I think his kit is very flexible, allows him to hold the site with multiple angles pretty well. He's not a very flexible defensive player otherwise, so putting him on B side makes a lot of sense to me. But Ali's coming up, but Caillou is going to go down as a result, and that's going to be the rotation from Northwood on the B side.
Yes, this is going to be a 4v4 situation where we see the Viper Pit get procced out by Northwood now. Eric is holding with a short. He gets 1 kill on Smiley. 3v4 situation. Not looking good for St. Clair. They have to go into the Viper Pit here. Astro Wall is up, but that's almost to their detriment here, as you don't want to play these close angles against a Viper with a shorty.
Not at all, but Giza is on the prowl. The Viper Pit's still standing strong. They have to go in, though. Just see if we can find any picks. Instinct is going to go down, but Giza's going to take down Darkest. The Viper Hopefully he's going to make this a little bit easier. They have to go for the defuse
concealment.
now. They have to go for it. But the
One
smoke is
enemy
up, and
remaining.
Seth is going to give him a little bit of
Last
cover,
player
but it's not going to be hard to figure out where he is. He's so low, though, 11 HP. Just stick to it! No! Not going to happen again.
11 HP! Didn't happen again. Giza went for the back-to-back hero play,
No,
trying
it
to
was
be a
Seth the first
martyr.
time, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It was Seth. But Giza did set that one up. Just
Oh, it's a
and look, it was a
reverse.
reversal.
Yeah.
He didn't. He couldn't pull it off though. They should have. Oh no.
Just a
You
second
hate to see
earlier.
it.
Literally like milliseconds earlier, and we'd be 10 up against Northwood. But 10 seconds now.
One down. They're 10 up. We're 1 down. Who's to say? I think it's gonna go the way of Northwood. Actually, as Saints have no money, we might see Northwood win this one all unless Saints can get a thrifty here. That would be massive.
Yep, but Seth having no choice but to hide.
Oh!
I guess he did have another choice, Matthias. What did he choose?
He chose to end him rightly, and now they're spraying him down. Instinct gets one. They're trying to get them all, but Rip Benji gonna shut that one down. And now they're all. Actually, the Saints are still in the lead. Smiley a little worse for wear, having to back off, but overall, the Saints in a good position.
I don't like this.
You
I just don't like
this.
it. I don't like it.
Also,
We're about to be 10-10.
we might be 10-10.
I don't like it.
I don't know. I think I would like it. I'd like for something to
It's
happen
too close. It's too close. I'm not used to close, okay?
we
I
missed
watch
the
the
round.
Saints.
Too
It's-
much stress for you. His exams are coming up. We can't worry about this as well.
Oh, but hold on, Steph holding the angle. Stressful. That's stress right there. Logan's not going to be able to bear it. He's going to go down. Couldn't handle it, but it's just not over yet. They have the spike. They got 4 on the side of the Saints and only
30
2 on
seconds
Northwood.
left.
Smiley preparing the concussion, but he's not going to find anybody. Darkus is going to be pushing around the other side. Red Bench is going to find Smiley.
He's
Kai's gonna
double
go down.
concussed there by the Astra as well. He's having a rough time. He's going to go and try and plant
He's
this
gonna
down.
have to
Try and find
recover.
misses the shot. Seth finally
close.
missing for once in his life. And now this is the chance for St. Clair to go in
10
as he
seconds
plants.
left.
With 10
Make the
seconds
plant.
left, he doesn't really have time. He's going to go for the kill. They're just toying with
I don't
him.
think he can go for it. Can he? No, he can.
Should just barely go for it.
Yeah.
They get him anyways, though. And that is going to be it
I don't like
from
it.
Northwood.
I
And
don't like
that amazing place from St. Clair College. You don't expect them to win, but they pull it out of nowhere.
I don't like
this
it.
thing beep.
Wait, what?
They're letting it go.
Oh, okay.
They're just having fun because they got him off the rip.
That spooked me. They're gonna get a thrifty to take this to 10-10. I don't like it. This is gonna go to a very scary overtime, I'm pretty sure, or it's gonna end very anticlimactically. I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm making a prediction. If Saints win this one, it's gonna end very boringly. Either way, Northwood can win it very boringly, and the Saints can win it very boringly. But if Northwood wins this, it's gonna be the best Valorant match of all time. Just believe me.
Oh, you're right. You're right. With the money looking like how it is right now, that would make things very interesting. But we shall see how things go, how the cookie crumbles. Let's put it in the oven and see what bakes.
I think you just said it. It's a cookie. They're making a cookie. No surprises there. It's not a Easter egg you're cooking up. But what is going to be surprising is the amount of Northwood University members coming out of this corridor on C. They're even dropping the Killjoy immediately, forcing Seth to back off. Giza and the rest of the crew are going to be holding out on the sidelines here. They're going to get him C side. They're not even going to contest it. Wait for that Killjoy to dissipate. But now, here they come, pouring in like a dam being unleashed. The water's going to flood in and try to create equilibrium. But it's not going to be that easy. Coming from the top of C and from the right side, the Saints are going to have to rush in just as Northwood did.
And Spike already taken down. No one falling yet. I think we're in for a chaotic match. Ellie gets 1. There's the breach out committed. Ollie gonna get 2 actually. Smiley didn't want to return. Actually, Smiley gonna get 2. He's gonna flash in, keep going, try and bring some ground for his team. Dip gonna get 1 on Smiley with the shock arrow. Darkus gonna go down, and now it's all gonna go down with the Spike exploding. And like you said, Daniil, it's gonna be the greatest match of all time. Northwood winning.
I believe it. Again, it could go either way. I just believe no matter who takes it, it's going to be the best match of all time. I just see it happening. I saw vision in my eyes, and I think it's going to come this way. But looking at the state of the game, Vandals all coming out for Northwood except one, and Saints are just scrounging up what they can have. Should they save here, or should they commit to try to take it? It's
Commit to
really
take
scary
it.
being 12-10, but
Placing swarm grenade.
you could go 12-10 if you spend all your money and lose it regardless, you know?
You don't want to commit here. You want that extra cushion if you win. If you lose, you just want it to be over. I think they were looking
Fair.
to close this one out, make it decisive, not keep it up to overtime. And now, I think he's looking around, making it very careful. Rip Benji going backline right now, making it slow, watching the flank. It's the rest of Northwood. I mean, the rest of the Saints funnel on through top lane to A.
This is dangerous. Having all your members coming up from one entry point can cause a lot of problems, but they do at least have to kill Joy, and they're looking to defend it, forcing Northwood back, and they're forcing them back behind their wall too. They're going to have to retake their own spike if they want to be able to defend it. 2 retakes in the same round. You don't see that very often, but we are going to see the mayhem unleashed. Logan's going to finally go down to getting 2. Giza is going to be the one to put him down. Instinct is going to find Ali, and
misses
the
it.
ultimate. He missed it. How do you miss it? The Hunter's ultimate's now also missing, but he finds 2,
He finds his own
including
teammate.
one of his teammates, but they still win the round, taking it out with the attackers of one Northwood University, one away from victories over St. Clair College. Revenge for the victory, taking 3-0 the Saints did last time. They 13-0 rather the last time they played. It's just not gonna be that easy though. The Saints have a lot of life still kicking in them. They don't have a lot of money flowing through the bank accounts, but they have a lot of heart flowing through their spirits.
Exactly, they do have the Thrash, a very powerful ultimate to commit. That's util, that's vision, that's a lockdown if you land it. But now their backs are up against the wall. This is their last hurrah. And if things start to go the way of Northwood, I don't know how they're gonna come back from this. This round is where it all matters. It's do or die. It's a clutch situation.
And they don't want to die. Nobody does. But sometimes you gotta. Northwood University is going to be delivering that message harshly to St. Clair College as they slowly make the rotation in hard contrast to the previous rounds where they took everything really fast and hard. They're taking this one slow and soft, rotating over to A side. They're going to be pushing up through here, but they have a little bit of concussive blasts. Giza is just going to pre-fire a little bit, getting a little cheeky there. Logan's going to pick up the Altor, but not just like that. They have plus
And then
one.
the showstopper coming out from Logan. He's gonna go in, he's gonna go fast, but there's nowhere there to meet him. He's just using it to clear the site.
Site is cleared. That means Dip is going to plant, throwing up the swarm grenade, trying to find anything, but they're not even going to let it go off. The Saints, again, all coming from the top of A.
There's
But
Thrash on the prowl. He's going to be searching. He almost gets paranoid, but he doesn't do it. He's going to find some info back there, but it's not going to be enough.
Dip is going to use a drone, but Ali fighting Giza. The first part of the round, Smiley's going to flash out, but it works. They're going to be able to take out Ali, and the spike is vulnerable, but Logan's going to go down. He's the one defending it, but now it's just Caillou plus Smiley, but now it's just Caillou all against them. He finds the kills. It's a 1v1 to save the game with 4 HP, but he's not going to find it. Northwood takes the game 13-10 against St. Clair College, and I was kind of close. Might not have been the
very close.
Might not have been the best Valorant game of all time, but it's pretty close.
That was if you won that one, then I would have said that was the best Valorant game
I
of
would
all
agree.
time. But overall, well played. Not everything can line up every time. Overall, Logan at the top of the leaderboard there, 321 kill score or active combat score. Giza and Caillou not too far behind. That's the top 3. The rest of them played very, very well. But that is St. Clair losing and being eliminated from the NECC League.
It was a hard season for them, and by hard I mean it was incredibly easy. They were at the top of the leaderboard. From what I recall, I was pulling up the scoreboard back there to show you, but now I'm up here, not going to be able to do that myself. But they did have a really good season. I believe they were 6-1. Northwood is 5-2, I believe. So still even close in the standings, but even closer on the battlefield. We saw those 6-6 rounds every single time. An OT for game 1, and really, really close to an OT in game 2. These teams are so close to each other. They might disagree if you ask them. They might say, oh no, we're way better. They both say it, but the numbers don't lie. The games don't lie. I don't lie. That game was intense.
That was very intense, and it really just came down to those clutch situations.
Mhm.
The thrifty games that Northwood consistently won, I think, is what really gave it to them. They didn't really get too many there in the first game, but game two and game three, that's when they really started to shine. And the Saints just couldn't really get those clutch plays as often as Northwood could get them. So overall, I'd have to give it to props to Northwood for being
You have
so
no choice. They
consistent.
won.
Exactly. Exactly. They proved it. They were there. And we proved it before. I'm sure our rivalry will go further in future games.
I like the rivalry with Northwood. Hey, Northwood, if you're watching this, you're good rivals. Keep it up. Keep winning. It's interesting. I like it. Very fun to watch.
Exactly. And thank you to everybody here to join us for this lovely event. It
Double
was
feature.
great. Nice little double feature. Very spaced out, but 2 leagues, 2 great games, and a lot of fun. And the people I have to thank in the back, I have to thank Tommy for observing remotely, and I'll thank Amanda for holding everything down in the back. You held it down in the back in the first half. Of course, I already thanked Matt Apostle there for joining me earlier.
I'm mad.
Thank you for joining me here on the front
My
desk.
pleasure.
And would you like to say thank you to our sponsors?
I love thanking sponsors. If there's one thing I love doing is thanking sponsors. And
know.
our sponsors today are Tim Hortons, Subway, HyperX, the St. Clair SRC, and the St. Clair College Alumni Association. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for making this all possible. And thank you very much for watching today. We will see you guys very, very soon. I believe we would have had Valorant tomorrow, but I think since we lost this game, we would have been streaming the grand finals.
Yes.
But obviously not going to be able to stream that anymore. So Monday is up in the air. But as soon as we know, you will know. As long as you follow our social media, of course, follow our Twitter account
Exactly.
especially. You can always look over there to have updates because especially in collegiate esports, schedules are volatile. So if you want to make sure you don't miss anything, go to Saints Gaming CA to follow our Twitter. And of course, Saints Academy to follow the Twitter over there as well. But with all that being said, and Matthias and Amanda in the back as well, I think that's been enough. We've been here long enough, and we're tired and hungry. So we'll see you all very soon. Take care.
Bye.